I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
Welcome to the Ryerson Family Backyard Games. There will be obstacles to face and challenges to overcome. Are you ready?
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Former regional champ and back end training.
That's commitment.
Ow.
Oh, tough start. This is not as easy as it used to be, folks.
And she's off. Obviously pushing through some pain.
Every muscle is begging her to stop. How's she doing this?
I'm not even sure she knows.
Look at her go. And stop.
Come on.
And go again.
It's literally the home stretch. Whoa.
She made it. Feel the elation.
What fuels that kind of fire?
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho for as low as $0 a month. If you're as speechless as I am right now, say nothing. Health yeah! Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Homedale, Idaho for this 3A semifinal matchup between the Trojans and the Weiser Wolverines. This is an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2022 Idaho High School Football Playoffs. Tournament coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, the Idaho Transportation Department, Also brought to you in part by Valleywide Cooperative and your local Toyota dealers. Hi, everybody. I'm Logan Green alongside. My gosh, I'm I've worked with Lucas before, and for some reason I just couldn't get the words out of my mouth. Lucas Kebhart.
That happened when I worked with Clay, I don't know, maybe a month ago. And it was the same type of thing. I went, Clay, uh-oh.
I'm like, why did I forget that? It's the same initial, LG, LG, and two LG. So LG squared in the house here from Homedale. Of course, this is a matchup between conference foes who met once this season, who really have just been neck and neck all season long in terms of the standings in the 3A, 2 and 3, pretty much all season long for these two.
Yeah, these are two of the best teams in the 3A classification and have been for the past few years, quite some time. It's a dandy each time these two teams get together. Last time they got together over at Weiser and Homedale was the winner of that one. A close game, one-score game between those two teams. So here's the good news if you're Weiser. It's tough to beat a team twice.
Right?
So Weiser probably got a little more out of the game film than Homedale may have. Homedale just happy to kind of win that game, move on against what's kind of turned into be one of the better 3A kind of rivalries across the state.
Oh, it is. And I was talking to somebody this week, and their 3A has a top shelf. Yeah. And it is Sugar Salem, it is Weiser, and it is Homedale. And then there is a drop off.
Sure.
To the next level, and that's kind of the way 3A has been for the last couple years. You look at the last 4 state championships, Sugar Salem has played in those. 3 of them were against Homedale, 1 of them last year against Weiser. Now, Homedale has yet to be able to knock off Sugar Salem, right? In 2018, they lost that state championship 30-22, 2019, 48-14, 2020, 34-28 in a game they led in the fourth quarter, and then last year they lost here on this field 16-7. They just could not score the ball against the Diggers and came up short. Now, on the opposite side, Weiser lost to Sugar Salem in the quarterfinals 2 years ago, but then last year, a phenomenal game. Weiser stopped Sugar Salem at the half-yard line on a 2-point conversion in overtime. I was right there on the field, Lucas. I mean, right in front of Brock Spencer when he made the tackle. Just a phenomenal game. And right now, you look at it, Sugar and Teton are going to play each other around 4 o'clock today. I mean, we don't want to – the game still has to be played, but it's going to be Sugar, right? So whoever wins here more than likely going to play Sugar Salem next week, and that game would be played here in the Treasure Valley.
Yeah, and still trying to figure out exact time and location on where that state championship game will be played. We do know it's going to be in the Boise area, likely Boise State.
Right.
We'll see how it all plays out.
The only sort of indication we have is that on the official IHSAA bracket, they have the 5A state championship, which is also in the Treasure Valley, listed as at Albertson Stadium. No date, no time, nothing else. We just know that.
You just know it's on the blue. That's it.
It'll be there, and so more than likely, the winner of this game will be playing at Albertson Stadium. Again, we don't know what day. So here we go, about to get things squared away. Weiser in the white jerseys with white helmets and red pants. Homedale on the opposite side, red jerseys, red pants, and red helmets. Weiser, Brandon always tries to equate the teams to college, and Weiser is Wisconsin. I mean, they even have the Wisconsin W, and then just pick any red team you want for Homedale. So here we go. Weiser going to boot it away, and we are off and rolling from Homedale. That ball bounces on the turf around the 15-yard line, finally scooped up deep in the backfield. Some room to run here on the right side for the Trojans. Into the second level, up to the 40-yard line. Good return right there for number 21, Trenton Fisher. And Fisher is up. Always a problem for the Homedale Trojans. A good return off the bounce, around a 30-yard return all the way up to the 43.
Yeah, Fisher had to go find that one. It was took a couple bounces and was going towards the corner of the end zone. And what that allowed Fisher to find were some holes in the coverage on the Weiser kick return there. So good job finding some holes, brought it all the way up past the 40-yard line. Here you go, good starting field position for Homedale.
So 1st and 10 for the Trojans. The Trojans will move right to left under the direction of their quarterback, number 15, Jackson Dines. Dines going to hand it off up the middle, and that one is stopped for maybe a yard gain. Fisher picks up 1 yard, way off of his season average. Fisher's averaging 7.5 yards per carry for the Trojans.
Yeah, he's a good running back as well. Another running back you're going to see a lot, and we're going to call his name a ton this afternoon, Rylan Binford, senior running back there for Homedale. He's another big back for the Trojans.
So here's the run on 2nd down, and nowhere to go. A big pile inside for Weiser. Looks like one of the first ones in there, number 43, Caleb Grove, on the stop for Weiser.
Yeah, a couple good first couple stops out of this first drive. That's 2 runs that gains, 2 yards basically. So you have a 3rd and 8 coming up here, and that's going to be the key for both of these teams is be good on defense on 1st and 2nd down. Force these teams that love to run the ball into passing situations. That's what you have here now for Homedale with a 3rd and long, and looking at maybe squandering away this good field position to start the game.
So 3rd down, shotgun set for Dines. He'll roll right, looking to throw. He's got some room, but he's going to chuck it downfield and caught at the 35, inside Weiser territory, down to the 25. That one caught by Luke. Henry with a big wide open reception and a big first down at the 25.
Yeah, that time they just kind of rolled Dines out to the right. He's able to find some time, buy some time, and Henry was able to get loose down into the secondary. He was wide open, probably 20, 25 yards down the field. That's a great 3rd down pickup to keep the drive moving here for Homedale. Probably would have been 4 down territory either way if they don't pick that up, with the ball being at midfield. As a Homedale team, I'm sure both sides are like this, not going to be afraid to go for it tonight here in the semifinals.
1st down for Homedale. Dines takes the shotgun snap and he'll hand it off to Fisher. Fisher up the middle. He's got some room. He's across the 15 down to about the 13-yard line, close to a 1st down. I believe he's got it. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 13 for Homedale.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1st down run for Fisher. That one's just simple, right off guard out of the pistol set. They run that right off the right guard, an easy 1st down there.
And Fisher will take it again. Nowhere to run there. Stopped real quickly by Levi Estes for Weiser. Fisher averages 78, almost 79 yards per game on the ground, 7.5 per carry. They're kind of a by committee, of course, led by Fisher. But you look, Benford, he's averaging 52 yards per game. Dines, the quarterback, averaging 36. And Sotelo also averaging 25 per game.
Yeah, a lot of ways to hurt you on this offense for Homedale. And, Benford coming in the back now in that pistol set. So we'll see if he gets the ball here.
Dines going to roll left. Looking, hits his receiver, Lamelli. Lamelli's down to the 5.
That's number 3, Danny Lamelli with the reception.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 1 from the 5. They're going to actually spot it at the 6. So longer than I first expected here, Lucas. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and a long 2.
Yeah, and this is going to be 4 down territory for Homedale. So they're going to have 2 plays to pick up 2 yards, basically. I'm going to look for them to go to Fisher. He's back in the ball game now, as well as Benford still in the game. So you have the trio here with Dines, Benford, and Fisher in the backfield right now in this shotgun set.
There's the snap, left side. Fisher, he's got the 1st down.
Handoff goes to Fisher off tackle.
And I thought one of the other back guys there for Homedale might have moved a little bit early on the left side. Maybe an extra move from Benford, but they let it go, and it's a 1st down. He needed the 3, and he got just to the other side of the 3. So it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 2.5 here.
Yeah, and it's going to be the same formation as they break the huddle on this 1st and goal. And now they switch it up a little bit. So, again, you have Benford, Fisher, and Dines. Any one of these 3 is going to be a threat running the ball.
Handoff up the middle, and Fisher is in for the first score of the game. Trenton Fisher takes it in from 3 yards out, and the Trojans take the lead.
Yeah, there's nothing flashy there for Homedale. It's just simple runs off guard. They've been running virtually the same 2 or 3 plays the last 4 to 6 times out. Now this time Fisher, they try it off left guard and punch this thing into the end zone. That's a good looking drive for Homedale to start things out.
On to kick the extra point for the Trojans, Noah Eriksson, the exchange student from Norway. And that one is up, and that one is good. Erickson family, I heard they watched our game here on Idaho Sports last week. Hopefully you've tuned in again. Good kick from your son there as, again, Noah Erickson boots that one through, and Homedale takes a 7-0 lead in this one to start off the semifinals. Let's go ahead and thank some of our great sponsors here today, some of the local sponsors. MTE Communications is your local internet provider, bringing high-speed internet service to Weiser. MTE Communications is a proud sponsor of the Weiser Wolverines and all of our youth because they matter. Good luck, Wolverines. Les Schwab in Weiser has been serving the community for 51 years since 1971. Home of the best new tire warranty around, Les Schwab also offers additional services including brakes, wheel alignments, tire balancing and rotations, flat tire repair, and more. Conveniently located in downtown Weiser, let Les Schwab get you back on the road safely. Doing it right is what we do best. Les Schwab in Weiser is proud to support the Wolverines.
So you probably hear it coming through the mic. It's a little breezy today. It's going to be in the mid-30s all afternoon. Partly cloudy sky, so it's going to be cold. It's going to be a little bit breezy tonight. Nothing that these two teams haven't played through before.
Right.
This is November Idaho football, right? But what that means is it's a little harder to hold on to the ball. So as both these teams run the ball quite a bit, you saw it from Homedale on that last drive. Ball security is going to be a big thing. And if you're a defender, put the helmet on the ball and try to pop it out.
And that kick was short line drive, and it was just caught on a bullet by Thomas Johnson. Johnson catches it at the 31, so with 8:19 to go in the first quarter, Weiser will get their first offensive possession. The Wolverines are led by quarterback number 7, Andrew Enders. He takes over for Spencer. I can't remember his first name from last year. It's not Brock, that's his brother. Brett. Goodness gracious, I'm forgetting names today. So Anders takes over for Brett Spencer, the state champ quarterback from a year ago. And on the first play, they run it to the left side. Some room to run, still on his feet. Good run by Youngberg. And Youngberg is up to the 35, the 35. 8:06 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's a good run there by Youngberg on the left side. And both these teams will go a little bit of tempo. You're seeing it here from Weiser now. They're already back to the line of scrimmage.
And they quickly run this one forward for maybe 3 yards down to, they're going to say 4 yards, down to the 39. It's going to make it 3rd and about 2.
Yeah, so that run, Caleb Grove on the carry, the junior, he's listed as a fullback. He's a big
It's
body.
3rd down, Trojan fans. Let's make some noise.
185, so he's got a good frame to him. But there's your offense, basically. Enders, Youngberg, and Grove, those three touch the ball quite a bit for Weiser.
So 3rd and 2. Here's the pitch, right side, and Homedale all over it. He stretches forward, and I think he's going to be just short. That run by Brock Spencer.
Spencer, the ball carrier. Pushed out of bounds.
He needed the 41. The ball is at the 40.5 with 7:23 to go here in the first quarter.
I think he's about a half yard short. That is what they mark him. So 4th down coming up. They need a half yard. Weiser will go for it. I mean, you're going to run they just ran a triple option right there. You got to pick this up if you're Weiser. This is what the offense is designed to pick up.
So here we go, 4th and half a yard. Enders calls up the line, and Enders sneaks it forward, and he has got the first down. He gets just barely to the 41. He actually gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage after it's all said and done, but forward progress should get him the first down with 6:58 to go here in the first quarter. Homedale leads at 7-0.
Yeah, forward progress there. Enders, it was just a simple keeper. It went right under center and just stretched the ball out. Like we said, they needed about a half yard, and he got about a full yard, so he got an extra half yard than what he needed. But, pretty simple. Both these offensive strategy, it's been fairly simple so far. It's, we haven't really seen a whole lot of depth in the playbooks yet. Both offenses really keeping things simple, and it's working.
Change at quarterback here from Weiser. Run goes to the left side. Again, that's Youngberg. In was Colin Cook, and Cook has come in a couple of times this season for Weiser. I've done a couple of Weiser games on the season, and they'll rotate Cook out with Enders, but it's going to be a hold, and so that's not where Weiser wants to be. This is going to be 1st and 10 now, and they don't want to get behind the sticks. Weiser runs that tight wing tee. That's a Tom Harrison staple, the coach at Weiser. He ran it for decades, not really decades, but a long time over there at Snake River, and now he brings it over here to Weiser, and they run that effectively, but it's not necessarily designed to get you 1st and 20 every single time.
Yeah, when you run an offense like this, it's critically important to stay disciplined. My high school ran an offense like this, so we were like a power I formation my first couple of years. Then we switched to an offense that's exactly like this. Have to be disciplined, can't get behind the sticks.
Pitch out to the left side. Some room to run for the Wolverines. They're up across the 50. Still on his feet, out of bounds, first down. Picked up on the left side, Jaden Walker. Good catch that time. That was Colin Cook who threw that wheel pass around the line of scrimmage, and Colin Cook did the rest on the ground. Or excuse me, that was Jaden Walker who did it.
Yeah, that's basically an extended handoff out to Walker. It was just a simple running back screen pass, but what that did is the defense gets so congested, I guess, in those A and B gaps, so they just pitch it outside. That's basically a pitch.
This time pitch to Youngberg, and Youngberg's up into the linebacker core. He's down to the 45, so just like that, Weiser now knocking on the door of the red zone inside Homedale territory. 6:10 to go here in the first quarter. Weiser looking to answer after that Homedale touchdown on the first drive of the game.
Yeah, now you're back to basics. You had a 1st and 10. You pitch it out to Youngberg, gain of 5 yards, back on schedule here for Weiser.
This handoff sneaking forward and maybe getting a yard or two. This will be a 3rd down, 3rd and short coming up for Weiser.
Yeah, defensively, it's so easy to get too aggressive when you're playing an offense like this.
It's 3rd down, Trojan fans. Let's make some noise.
You got to stay home. Have to do your job. You have to rely on all 11 guys to get to the ball, because as soon as you overcommit, that's when Weiser hits you with a counter and they're out the back door for a big gain.
Enders back in at quarterback. Enders is going to keep it himself left side, and he breaks through a tackle in the backfield, and he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that was Omar Rios for Homedale that broke through. It kind of looked like a broken play for Weiser, but Enders was able to stay on his feet and break that tackle from Rios, and just able to get the first down. Rios, if he is able to make that tackle, it's a 4th and 6 or 7 coming up.
It's a big difference, because that is, you really got to think about a 4th down play there. Instead, it's a 1st down for the Wolverines. They'll keep it up the middle. Maybe a yard on that run off the handoff again from Cook. And Grove, picks up maybe a yard.
Yeah, this offense, it's designed to pick up 2 to 3 yards every play. And if you pick up 3 yards every play, you go forward on 4th down, you'll get a 1st down every time. This one just picks up about a half yard. So this offense, all about staying on schedule. You have to pick up those 3 to 4 yards every single play. This time they just get 2.
Here's another handoff to the left side. That one by Youngberg again. And he gets down to the 25. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 6 yards. 4:25 to go on the clock in the first quarter. Homedale leads at 7-0.
Yeah, this is going to be 4-down territory. So basically look at
big 3rd down, Trojan fans. Let's make some noise.
Look at this play as a 2nd down, right? Pick up half of it. Then you have 4th and manageable. So, I mean, this is 4-down territory now at the 30, 25-yard line.
Cook's going to keep it. Cook's going to throw on a swing and hit and incomplete. Almost the same play we saw earlier that, like you said, the extended handoff, that one intended for Brock Spencer here on the near side, but Spencer got hit. He never really had a good look at it. Now it's going to be 4th and 6.
Yeah, I think that was the same play that they had the big hitter on last time. They just ran it to the other side. Now, Spencer, the last time they did, they ran it out to the left side. This time they run it out to the right side. Doesn't work out, and now you're really in a pickle here for Weiser. 4th and 7, got to go for it. Now you're seeing a shotgun set.
Yeah, shotgun this time. Back in is Enders. Man in motion is Youngberg. Enders, he rolls right. Enders, he's going to throw deep, and just out of the reach of Youngberg, it'll fall incomplete. And again, Lucas, you mentioned that you didn't need to pick it up all on 3rd down. If they could have picked up 3 or 4, it would have made a 4th and 2. Would have been a much more manageable situation. Instead, it's incomplete, and they have to throw again, and they don't end up picking it up on either play, for that matter. Let's thank Steve's Hometown Dealerships. They're proud to support Idaho high school football state playoffs here on IdahoSports.com. Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario, Hometown Motors in Weiser, and Steve's Hometown Chevrolet Buick and GMC in Fruitland are just a short drive away to savings from anywhere in the Treasure Valley. Steve's Hometown Dealerships, where customer satisfaction is the #1 goal. Steve's is wishing the hometown teams the best of luck here at state. Also want to quickly thank Weiser, if I can turn my page here. Maybe not.
It's cold. It's tough to turn those
I can't get it. Well, we'll get to them in a second here. So 1st down for Homedale, and Dines is looking left side, and that one's incomplete. will think, again, here, I got it finally. Weiser Classic Candy and Deli, they're a proud supporter of Weiser Athletics, and they want to wish the boys good luck in today's game. Go get them, boys, from everybody at Weiser Classic Candy. All right, so here we go. 2nd down and 10, 3:53 to go. So 3 straight passes from both of these teams, which is not something that will happen very often.
Yeah, Homedale has the ability to throw down the ball down the field when they need to. John Dines has got a good arm, but that time incomplete on 1st down.
So Dines takes the shotgun snap. They run left side. No gain for Binford. So now getting behind the down in distance is what you talked about, Lucas, that neither one of these teams wants to do. And that's exactly what's happened to Homedale on this drive.
Yeah, and I think Homedale can overcome that much better than Weiser can. The Weiser offense is just not designed to pick up 3rd and more than 4 or 5, really. Homedale has a couple plays in their playbook. They can kick it back. This time they go twins to the left, so they have the ability, they have some plays. And now it's going to get pushed back because of a false start. Makes it even tougher. But
yeah, false start there on the right tackle for Homedale. Moved a little bit too early, so now 3rd and 10 becomes 3rd and 15. 3:16 to go in the first quarter, 7-0 Homedale. And that really changes up the defensive philosophy here for Weiser. They can even be, I like the opportunity to be more aggressive here for the Wolverines.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, pin your ears back. Now, if you're a defensive end, defensive tackle, get after the quarterback.
Left side throw here. No one over there for Weiser, finally brought down after a gain of about 10.
To number 11, Oakland Carson with the reception.
So Carson catches it. Weiser didn't have anybody over here on the left side.
Favorite aspect of Dines, he's a senior quarterback, he's a good leader, takes care of the ball. Didn't force it down the field on 3rd and long, and this is a good strategy for Homedale.
We have a timeout
taken by Homedale, but this is a good strategy from Homedale. They have a good defense, right? And they just came up with the 4th down stop last time out, so they're playing the field position game right now. Check it down, punt the ball, that's fine. We're still in the first quarter. Play the field position game, make Weiser go the length of the field on you.
Timeout, Homedale, before the punt. Let's think Vance Dairy Construction. There is no replacement for quality and experience, and that's what Vance's Dairy Construction, when the dairy industry is looking to build, remodel, or repair. Call the team at Vance Dairy Construction to schedule your winter maintenance and renovation projects now. 337-3 end. Let's thank Heartland Ag. They are application at Heartland Ag. Application is what they do. From case and RBR application equipment to tanks, trailers, and all your spraying and spreading needs. Located in Burley, you can reach them at heartlandag.com. So here we go. They're actually going to change it up and go for it on 4th down. Dines looking to throw. He goes across the middle and knocked away by Weiser. Good defensive stop in the backfield, or in the middle of the field, excuse me. That was Brock Spencer who knocked it away.
Yeah, and Weiser was lined up in a punt return formation, and Homedale came out as if they were going to go for it. They do this sometimes where they line up as if they're going to go for it. They snap it, and then they just have Dines just punt the ball kind of like rugby style. This time, though, they went for it, and that was a great job by Spencer, who was one of the deep punt returners, to come up and break up that pass. He came flying in from that deep position and broke it up.
They had the receiver there, but Spencer just got there at the right moment. Now Weiser will take over 1st and 10 in great field position at the 36. Youngberg runs left side, and he picks up maybe a yard. Excuse me, the ball's at the 31. So amazing field position with 2:15 to go here in the first quarter for Weiser, as now the ball right there on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I would have liked to, if I'm Homedale, hindsight's 20/20, right? They didn't get it, but I would have liked to punt it there, play the field position game. Now Weiser's got a great chance to tie this ball game.
This time a handoff goes up the middle, down to the 25. Grove picks up about 5, and this is where Weiser wants to be. That was 2nd and 9. Now it's 3rd and 4. Now it's a different situation. You can keep it on the ground and maybe pick up 2 or 3 yards, and that's what they want.
Trojan fans, let's make some noise.
4-down territory. You're going to see both these teams go for it all afternoon long. So your entire playbook is open right now if you're Weiser. 3rd and 4 is right where they want to be.
3rd down. Again, that wing T. Enders under center. Enders, he's going to look to throw it left side. He's got a man open deep, and it's caught down inside the 5-yard line. That one caught right side by Malachi Scott. And the Weiser Wolverines are in business with 1:22 in the first.
Yeah, when you're a wide receiver in the wing tee and you'll get maybe 1 or 2 opportunities to catch a pass a game. And so when you have the chance, you better go up and get it. And that's what Malachi Scott did there. Now, right along that near sideline, that's a big-time catch on a 3rd down for Scott, the senior. And, he's played in this offense this is 4th year in the offense now, right? So he knows that when you get an opportunity in this type of offense, go up, you get the ball, and you're going to have opportunities, one-on-one coverage. So that's a good job beating his man, going up and getting the ball.
So Scott gets them the 1st down at the 5. This one will be handed off left side, and Grove trying to sneak forward. He gets down maybe to the 2. And this is where Weiser, I think, presents a problem. You've got Grove. He had 500 rushing yards on the year. Youngberg had 403. Spencer had 364. So you had 3 guys who, between the 3 of them, put up 1,700 yards on 1,200 yards on the ground. And, any one of them can just take care of business when they need to. And Youngberg got it there, but all of them are in the backfield right now behind Spencer. Behind Enders.
And Homedale's just going to stack the box here. They got 10 guys in the box.
And leaping up and over and in, touchdown Weiser. Brock Spencer takes it in from 3 yards out, and we're an extra point away from being tied.
Yeah, and that just goes to show how quickly things can change in this one. Weiser gets the big 4th down stop. They get the short field. 4 or 5 plays later, they're in the end zone, and we're an extra point away from a tie game. That's kind of what I was going back to about playing the field position.
Right.
You left them with the short field instead of punting it deep, and maybe it wouldn't have been as big of a factor, but I want to, in a game like this, where last time they played the game was, around 20 was about what both teams were going to have. So I'm going to make these offenses earn these touchdowns and go the length of the field.
And I agree with you. I think you punt it. If you go back in time, that's obviously easy to say now, but you want to do that and make them work for it. 31 yards is doable for both of these offenses, but when you go 70, 80, that's when you start running into trouble, and they gave them that short field. So, once again, 42 seconds to go here in the quarter. It's tied at 7. RST Inc. has been providing superior transportation services to Idaho's food processing, agricultural, and construction industries since 1974. Our fleet of 36 late-model fuel-efficient trucks and refrigerated trailers is currently serving the West, Midwest, and Southeast with timely, cost-effective transportation. Our specialized fleet of heavy-duty trucks, trailers, and experienced drivers is capable of moving structures and equipment of just about any size. Owned and operated by 3 generations of Homedale Trojans, RST Inc. proudly supports the Trojans, athletics. Go Trojans. So here we go. Kickoff from left to right for Weiser, and it's dropped. It just goes off the chest of Fisher, and they're going to catch up to him. Fisher not able to get much after the drop, and he gets maybe to the 17, 18-yard line.
Yeah, just flat dropped it.
Yeah,
it was
he did.
An end-over-end kick. He looked like he was right under it, just went right through his hands, and that negates what could potentially be, a bigger return. They're pinned inside the 20 now to the 18, so some work left to do here for the Trojan offense. About 30 seconds to go, first frame.
So 1st and 10, Homedale. Worst starting field position of the night for either team as they're back around the 18-yard line. Dines will be in the shotgun with Fisher to his left. Fisher gets the handoff. He leaps over the line, and a good pickup on 1st down, maybe about 4 yards.
Yeah, again, this Homedale offense so far this first quarter has been pretty simple. They've run it off guard, and they've thrown it down the field a couple times, but for the most part, they have not really opened it up so far. And you kind of wonder what the strategy is behind that, trying to set something up for maybe later in the first half or something.
This time another run. And he's forward. The ball came out. No, they're going to say he was down. Wow, I thought the ball was lunging forward. The ball came straight out. It never hit the ground. It was in the air.
Yeah.
That's if you're Homedale, you're glad that's the call. If you're Weiser, you might think, well, that was a little interesting call.
Yeah, officials talking about it right now, and they are going to give the ball back to Homedale. Oh, that was close.
I don't think he was ever even going down. I thought that it was a helmet on ball type situation.
Right.
And it's actually going to now be a first down for Homedale.
That takes us to the end of the first quarter.
And that'll do it for the first quarter. 7-7, all tied up here from Homedale in a conference clash for a spot in the state championship. Dilly Dental has been providing you with personalized quality dental care that you deserve since 2013. When you visit Dr. Dilly at Dilly Dental Office, your smile is our top priority. They offer implants, crowns, bridges, in-office bleaching, and even Botox. Dilly Dental can meet the needs of your entire family at either their Weiser or Cambridge office. Dilly Dental is proud to support Weiser Athletics. Idaho Housing wants to remind you that if you're an Idaho homeowner and have fallen behind on your mortgage because of the COVID-19 pandemic, help is available. The Idaho Homeowner Assistance Fund can help you get back on track. Check your eligibility and apply today at idahohousing.com/HAF. Finally, Advanced Physical Therapy in Weiser has been helping athletes and spectators get in the Western Treasure Valley for over 25 years. Thank you for choosing our clinic to meet your physical therapy needs. The entire staff would like to wish the athletes good luck here at State. Go Wolverines from everyone at Advanced Physical Therapy.
Start of the second quarter here, folks. Trojans have the ball.
So I'm going to call this drive here for Homedale a second chance. Second really short field, so now what can you do with that second breath?
And that second breath produces another first down as Fisher goes right side, and he's up to the 40-yard line. Big gain on first down.
Yeah, these two offenses, it's really just a different style of ground and pound. Homedale likes to spread you out. They run shotgun quite a bit, so that spreads out the linebackers and the safeties because you have to respect the pass in those receivers. Weiser just lines it up and runs it right at you. Homedale spread it out a little more.
Well, here's a handoff. Fisher again will get it right side. He's patient, finds a hole, and pushes forward across midfield down to the 45. He is on a roll right now.
Yeah, back-to-back good runs there for Fisher, and a patient run, you said right there, Logan, across midfield, picks up another first down, but yeah, good patient run there by Homedale, and they have some really good backs. Binford, another very patient back for Homedale, but Fisher, good run that time on, Homedale's in a rhythm now, right? Peyton Manning, old quarterback of the Broncos, first down, second down, first down, right? We want that kind of rhythm. That's the type of rhythm that Homedale is in right now.
And again, a shotgun snap. Once again, copy-paste as goes to Trenton Fisher, and he's into the second level, and he's across the 20 down to the 15-yard line. And you can you mentioned the unpredictability, but right now it's Fisher right side, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that looks like it might have even been the exact same play. And you got to give this Homedale offensive line some credit, especially the right tackle there for Homedale. He's having a heck of a game over on that right side.
Now, Caden Lane as well as Brock Walker over there leading the right side for Homedale, and they go right at it again.
Yeah, why not?
And this time, a piece of laundry out on the field here. We'll see what the flag is, but only a short gain that time.
That one is holding on the offense.
This is going to be holding on the Homedale offensive line, but here's the thing, if you're Homedale, that's what you want as an offensive lineman. You want, hey, coach, run it behind me. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, you look at that right side. Like we said, you've got, I believe it's now their numbers are bunched together. You got number 52, Caden Lane over there. He's just a sophomore, 5'10", 220 pounds for the Trojans. So you look at that right side running behind Lane, and they've got 2 more years of that after this one.
Right, and these are gigantic holes that Lane is opening up too. I mean, you're in the second level before you can even get touched.
And Brock Walker is the other guy. So those are the two guys on the right side. Walker, he's also a sophomore, 6'1", 180. So the right side of the line is going to be a problem for years to come for Homedale. A new first down here. Dines looks to throw, and it's caught close to the first down line. It's going to bring up second and about 3.
Danny Lomelli with the reception.
Yeah, that time quarterback Dines had to kind of throw back across his body a little bit. He was under some pressure, got it out just in time, but a nice throw finding the open man. He kind of had to stop his momentum and kind of throw back across the field, across his body, but able to find the open guy there.
So closer actually to the 15. So it's going to be 2nd and 5. So at the end of the day, the hold actually turns out better for Homedale, as it would have been 2nd and 9, and now it's 2nd and 5 with 9:55 to go here in the second quarter. on a cold, windy day from Homedale. A left side run, this time carrying it is Benford.
Off tackle number 25, Ryland Benford.
And I believe he has the first down inside the 10.
Good gain on the
Is it
play.
ever
Looks like a
not
gain of
windy
5, and
when
that'll be
you're
good
at
enough.
Yeah, no. Well, I was saying, I was telling Lucas, I've done the semifinal game here at Homedale for the last 3-4 years, and it's been weirdly warm. And not today.
Not today.
The wind chill has got to be mid-low 20s right now, if not lower.
You can touch Snake River from the bleachers. We're right on the banks of the river here, so that's you have a cold breeze coming off of that river.
And it's exactly where it's coming from here as Homedale runs it up the middle and picks up maybe a yard. So second and goal for Homedale. Yeah, I would like to see somebody ride their boat to the game, right? Just park it at the dock. There's a lot of people out there tailgating before the game. It's always fun to come to Homedale. The 3A SRV just has some of the best venues in high school football in Idaho. I mean, think of Weiser. They have that hill on the left side, and they just fill it with red. Here you've got people parked on the hill to the opposite side watching the game down throughout, and people just lining the field here. So second and goal, sneaking up to the goal line. Is he in?
The middle, number 21, Fisher.
They're going to say Fisher is down right there at the goal line, so third and goal.
Yeah, that's going to be close for Fisher. And again, just right up the middle, relying on this offensive line. Here comes tempo.
And a flag comes flying out.
Penalty before the snap, it looks like. Looks like the Trojans weren't set. It'll be an illegal formation or a false start.
So this one probably going to come back 5 yards. It's going to make a 3rd and 1 become probably a 3rd and 6. An illegal shift, so back it up.
Illegal shift against the Trojans. Back it up 5.
You may have heard kind of the reasoning there from the PA guy here at Homedale. They went tempo, so they're trying to go no huddle, catch Weiser off guard. I think what happened there was the offensive line just wasn't quite set, wasn't quite ready for that play. So now you have the illegal shift and you bump it back 5 yards. So it's going to be at the 6 now, and again a 3rd and goal coming up. But you're going to have 2 plays to get it.
Oh yeah, I don't think anybody's kicking the field goal here in the semifinal. So here we go. Dines in the shotgun. He's got Fisher to his left. No, Fisher is behind him about 2 yards. As the official winds his arm, 8:25 to go till halftime. Fisher looking back at the sideline, as well as Dines. As they move another man in motion. Finally, look ready to go. There's the snap to Dines, and Fisher cuts and dices his way down to the 1.
And off to Fisher off the middle, gain of
so now it'll be 4th and goal from the 1 yard line.
Takes it down to about the 2.
Yeah, and he only needs about a yard, maybe a yard and a half or so on this 4th down. So Homedale's doing a sub package here. They're subbing in some receivers, which is interesting. Taking some beef off the field, and they subbed a couple of receivers on the field. So you have Mason Strong came on as well as another guy. I didn't quite catch.
Yeah, Strong is out there as well as Sigmund Good.
Yeah,
Sigmund Good, far right side, and they're going to do the little jump, and it's deflected, and he caught in the back of the end zone. Oh my goodness! It's one of those where Dines looked like he was going to run it, and then he kind of jumps up over the line and passes it. It was deflected in the middle of the end zone and had to be bobbled in the back, but it was finally brought in.
Yeah, Dylan Fine, the receiver that brought that one in. And you're right, it got deflected. I didn't see who deflected it, but it was kind of that jump throw type of Tebow jump throw type of thing, and it got batted around a little bit. But great job by Fine.
And it's good. 7:26 left here in the first
Never
half.
take his eyes off the ball. As soon as that thing gets deflected, it's easy as a receiver to kind of give up on the ball. Fine stayed with it that time. Boy, that's a big-time touchdown reception there for Homedale.
And he bobbled it for a few seconds. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get possession before falling out of bounds.
Right.
That was right back there. Big, huge touchdown. Almost a huge defensive stop for Weiser. 14-7, 7:26 to go in the first half. When Farm Bureau Insurance says it covers Idaho, it really means it covers Idaho. Farm Bureau Insurance has 48 offices throughout the state, including your local branch right here in Homedale, to take care of farm and ranch customers statewide. Farm Bureau handles auto, RV, home, branch, life, and even business insurance. Stop in at 15 East Wyoming in Homedale or call them at 337-4041 for a free insurance quote today. Wayne Hungate and Dave Saragino at Homedale Farm Bureau Insurance Branch are proud to support Homedale Athletics. Thanks again to all the sponsors. Again, content on IdahoSports.com is free, but producing it isn't, and we can't get it done without all the local sponsors that help bring this game to you home. And there's the kick from left to right for Homedale. It's going to be caught by Weiser. Malachi Scott's going to take it, and Scott's got some room. Scott's up across the 30 down to the 36. And Weiser will have a good spot here to start with 7:19 to go in the half.
That's a good job by Scott seeing the lanes on that kick return. He found his lane, stuck with it, and even through some of the contact, I mean, he was going down and probably still picked up another 5 or 6 yards before he was finally brought to the ground off of that initial hit that eventually brought him down. And that's all through just lowering the shoulder pads. Get your butt lower, right? That's what he did there to kind of pick up the extra yardage.
1st and 10, Weiser. Enders under center, back in that wing tee as usual. He'll hand it off up the middle. He'll actually keep it right side. And he gets across the line of scrimmage and maybe gets back to the line, they'll say.
Looks like no gain on the play. We'll call it second down.
Yeah, just 2nd and 10, no gain there.
That's a good job by Homedale that time, trying to keep everything in front of them, keep contained. And they just kept forcing it further and further and further until eventually Weiser just ran out of real estate.
So 2nd and 10 for the Wolverines. This handoff will come to the right, and nothing doing there. Stopped in the backfield. Youngberg is brought down. Looks like bringing him down was number 25 for Homedale, Rylan Benford.
Yeah, again, great job on 1st and 2nd down for Homedale. Now you're forcing Weiser into a 3rd and long.
Third down.
And that's the first tackle for loss in this game. Coming into it, Homedale had 61 tackles for loss, Weiser with 47. Only one so far on the day. These offensive lines have come to battle.
And now Weiser forced into a shotgun set, and they're going to throw.
Throw to the right side, knocked away. What a defensive batting put up there by Benford. Benford just swatted it down. It was intended for number 43, Caleb Grove, on the left side, and it'll be incomplete. 3 and out, just like that.
And Benford may have even had a chance to pick that off. He kind of undercut the route a little bit, got his right hand up and able to get the deflection, forcing a punt formation. But if he jumped that route maybe a second earlier, he might pick it off and take it back for 6.
If he gets a hand on it, he's gone for sure. So here comes the punt. First one of the day. It's going to hit at the 41. It's caught right side. Some room to run for Homedale. Across midfield. Down inside the 30. Good return by number 9, Luke Henry. And Henry sets up Homedale. But there is a flag around the 45-yard line, so this one probably coming back.
Yeah, this one's going to come back on the return. It was a good return there for Homedale, but you know, it's going to negate what was that big return. But here is your first kind of momentum shift of the afternoon, right? You know, Homedale got that big
right
out. So now you have a chance at your Homedale to go up by 2 scores. And if Weiser is not built to play from behind, you know, this team is built to get some leads. It's a block in the back and the return. Weiser is built to get the lead and play with the lead. This is not a team that is going to be able to come from behind for multiple scores when they need to really push the ball down the field. But if they're up by a score with 4 minutes to go, all day long with this wing T offense, that's built for 4-minute offense.
Hey, teamwork makes the dream work for a football team and for a medical team at Weiser Memorial Hospital Family Medical Center in Weiser. Providers work closely with patients as a team to tackle their health needs. Family Medical Center in Weiser is a proud supporter of the Wolverines. Go Big Red! And a run to the left side again for Fisher. And Fisher picks up about 4. So ball just short of midfield at the 49 with 6 minutes to go here till the halftime break. Homedale up 14-7 in a rematch of division rivals, district rivals, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, like we said in the open, this is one of the best 3A rivalries across the state. You know, these two teams in Sugar have kind of been running 3A for the last several years.
Pass to the right side is complete. Mason Strong, and he's got it maybe out a 5-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, just a simple out route. Good pitch catch there from Mason Strong. He's a senior wide receiver.
5 minutes to go here in the
Pretty
first half.
simple play, and now you have 3rd and 1. Pretty manageable situation here. Now they probably go back on the ground as Fisher the deep back in the pistol set, so he'll probably go back there.
And they do give it to Fisher right side. He's got the first down. He's up.
And then on 3rd down and 1, the ball goes to number 21.
Just across the 45.
Gain of about 1.5.
Yeah, the near official, the far official was short, but the near official here right beside us, he's got the first down up to the 44th. It'll be 1st and 10. Clock running, 5:05 to go here in the quarter.
Yeah, that's a good spot by the near side official. And he had a much better look at it than the far side guys. That they basically just ran that one down the near hash right there, so he was right in front of it. First down, Homedale.
Trojans would love to eat up as much clock as they can on this one now, under 5 to go. Man in motion for Homedale is Lamelli. Lamelli lines up on the left side, and this one's going to be kept by Dines. He's got room to run. Kind of bumped off of the official. I think that official's not there. He gets even more yards, but it's a first down either way.
Yeah, that's the quarterback keeper straight up the middle, and Homedale's doing anything they want in the running game right now. We just got to figure out a way. Maybe you do some sort of stunt blitz, bring a safety down, or you got to figure out a way to slow down this running game because Homedale's getting 5-6 yards every time they touch the ball.
And I mean, that's what they're built for. Fisher averages 7.5, Benford 7.1 per carry. And again, Fisher, he's going to run right side. He's got some room. He's up across the 25. He's close to the 20.
Outside there, number 21, Fisher with a hard run.
Down maybe to the.
Like a gain of about 9 on the play.
So excuse me, he's going to be down at the 24. So they need the 23 for a first down. It'll be 2nd and short.
Yeah, it's going to be a pickup of 9 on the carry, and like I just said,
it's going to be 2nd down and short here.
5 yards plus every run for Homedale. So we just got to get a better push up front. Homedale's doing a good job of spreading them out, so maybe you bring a corner off the edge or something, but you got to try something else.
Dines hands it off, and nowhere to run that time.
Handoff goes up the middle again. Number 21, Fisher, the ball carrier.
Did he get it? I don't think he did. I don't think he got anything there.
Yeah, I think he's short too, but
call it 3rd and a half.
If you're Homedale, you're probably just going right back to the well. It's worked the whole afternoon so far. You got Benford, Fisher both out there right now as running backs. You know, Dines another option that you could go to as another first down pickup on the ground as well.
So here we go, 3rd down. Half a yard to go. Dines hands it off to Fisher, and he's got the first down. And he's got a little bit more, too. He's down close to the 15.
21, Fisher up the middle. Good gain on the play.
We'll call it there. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, just can't say enough about the Homedale offensive line. They're winning the battle up front. That's really what this is coming down to right now. And you know, like we said earlier, this is the first momentum shift of the afternoon. Homedale's got a chance right now to go up 2 scores with about 3 minutes to go before the half. And that really puts Weiser in a tough spot. It kind of forces their offense to come up with the big score.
Dines going to keep it himself left side. He's got some room. He's down to about the 11.
Quarterback keep.
Pick up about 5. So it'll be 2nd and about 5. 3:10 to go here till halftime. Clock running. And they've been able to eat up about 6 minutes off the clock on this drive. Excuse me, 3 minutes. They got it with about 6. We're down to 3 now as the clock continues to roll. They do not want Weiser. Weiser's definitely not built to do that 2-minute offense quickly. I mean, they can if they need to, but not built exactly for it. Dines keeps it left side. He's still on his feet. He gets tripped up. He'll pick up maybe 2. He's down to the 10, maybe 9. So 3rd down and about 2 yards to go.
That's a good job from the safety Walker that time for Weiser. He came down. I don't think he's going to get credit for the tackle, but he just tripped up Dines enough where his teammate could come in and make the play. So now you have a 3rd down and 3. Clock moving with under 2.5 to go. If I'm Homedale, milk that clock. I mean, like you said, Logan, this Weiser offense not built really for a 2-minute offense. So crank this thing down. Have this be the last possession of the first half.
And Dines gets the shotgun snap. He's going to roll right, looking to throw. Still can't find anything. He's under pressure, and he's going to just chuck it away at the last second. He was going to lose about 5 yards on that, but he just chucks it into the dirt, incomplete. So now 4th down. This is probably about 4 yards to go with 1:57 on the clock.
Yeah, I see what Homedale's trying to do there, but the ground game has worked out so well for you all afternoon, and with it, and they just switched the down marker to 3rd. So is it 3rd?
No, it's 4th down. They just don't have the one over there set, but it's 4th.
They have the stick saying 3rd down right now, so they're going to figure this out.
There we go.
There, 4th down. Okay, so it is 4th down. So
4th and 4 here after the incompletion.
Now for Weiser, here's your chance to see some of that momentum back. If you can get the ball back, keep this thing to a 1-possession game here before the half, that's going to be a monumental difference for them going into the locker room.
So I'm a little confused at what's going on here. The clock is running, but that throw was incomplete. So what is going?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not sure. All right, well, 4th down. Dines rolling right, and he's going to throw it incomplete.
Dines pass falls incomplete.
Incomplete.
Penalty on the play.
There's a flag. Let's see what it is. It's around the line of scrimmage. You might see a hold back here. Or I don't know, was Dines across the line of scrimmage when he threw it? It's a hold, so Weiser stands in the red zone, and that's a huge stop for the Wolverines. 1:16 to go. Homedale leads at 14-7, and they're just not able to come up with it. And I kind of agree with what you said, Lucas. Ground game's been working all day. You go to try and throw it 2 plays in a row, 2 incompletions, nothing doing there, and now you come away with no points with 1 minute to go. And Weiser will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, so now if you're Weiser, you just got some of that momentum back, and you have to drive the length of the field. You still have 3 timeouts with just over a minute to go, but we'll see if they open up the playbook a little bit here.
Here's a run up the middle, maybe
and off up the middle to number 8.
A few yards, 4 yards for Spencer. 1:05 to go. I think Weiser would be content getting out of here, just not turning the ball over. And, again, they will get the ball to start the second half. Under a minute to go here, 54 seconds and counting.
And Weiser has all 3 timeouts. They didn't use one, so that tells you that they're probably content going to the locker room down 14-7.
And that one, another about 5-yard gain, so it's going to be 3rd and 1.
I'd use a timeout if I'm Homedale.
Yeah, 40 seconds to go. Clock is rolling. Maybe only one more snap. Now, in the game against Timberlake a few weeks ago for Weiser, they were in a similar situation and threw a screen pass. And I believe it was, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Youngberg. Yeah, it was Youngberg. Youngberg took it 80 yards to the house untouched. And this one actually might be able to sneak down to halftime. And that will do it for the first half. So Weiser not going to go for it, and that'll do it for the first half. We'll keep it here for another second or so and thank some of our sponsors. At Title I, there is a difference, and we're proud to sponsor the Weiser Wolverines. We're a local title and escrow company with 5 locations in the Treasure Valley, including right here in Weiser. The folks at Title I understand the significance of your investments, and experienced staff is dedicated to walking you through the process. For timely online title orders or property profile requests, visit TitleOneCorp.com, or you can reach them at 414-1455. Go Wolverines from everyone at Title I. There is a difference. Also, Farmers Supply Co-op located at 622 East Commercial in Weiser. Come on in and enjoy some delicious eats at the Farmers Cafe, or fuel up your toys, grab drinks, snacks, play the lottery, get a hunting or fishing license, ice and supplies, all in one shot. Hungry? They deliver. Find them on Facebook for specials and new arrivals. Locally owned and operated since 1935, Farmers Supply Co-op is a proud supporter of Weiser Athletics and wants to wish them good luck here at State. And finally, sorry, again, it's trying to get all my papers ducks in a row. Let's thank Les Schwab and Homedale. Manager Rhett and his crew are committed to getting you back on the road safely. Les Schwab doing the right thing since 1952. Give them a call at 337-3474 or stop by at 330 Highway 95 right here in Homedale. Les Schwab in Homedale is a proud supporter of Homedale Athletics and wants to wish the boys good luck at state this year. So that'll do it for the first half. We're going to take a break and be back to break everything down right here on IdahoSports.com.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho for as low as $0 a month. If you're as speechless as I am right now, say nothing. Health yeah! Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
Hello?
I was in an accident.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I had my seatbelt on.
Through storms and bad weather, sure as the sun.
Welcome.
These are hot chocolate milk.
You're welcome.
From the desert to the freezing cold, wish I could see it from the stars.
Is your bagel with cream cheese? Can I get you anything else?
Good to go.
Okay, great. Try it.
Greatest stories ever told. Every day is a blessing if
We're working together to build a more sustainable future. Learn more at unbottled.com.
I'm Jen Miguel-Seiler, and I'm from Moscow. I think it's really important to get vaccinated because it's not just about me and my health, it's about the people around me. We have a lot of friends who have disabilities or have different health conditions. I want to make sure I don't make anyone sick. So we chose to get vaccinated to keep each other healthy.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Welcome back, everybody, as it is halftime here from Homedale. 14-7, the Trojans with the lead. Let's break down the scoring report here in the first half. Getting the scoring started at the 8:19 mark of the first quarter, a 3-yard touchdown run by number 21 for Homedale, Trenton Fisher. Extra point by Noah Erickson made it 7-0. Weiser was able to answer back after a short field. Homedale ended up going for it on 4th down inside the 30-yard line and don't convert. Weiser takes advantage, punches it in on a 3-yard run by Brock Spencer with 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. 7-7 tied up after that. Homedale then answered at the 7:26 mark of the second quarter, a 1-yard touchdown reception by number 7, Dylan Fine, in a pass that could have very easily been incomplete or knocked down, but it was on 4th down, and that made it 14-7. Homedale had a chance late here in the half to punch it in, but got stopped on 4th down inside the 20-yard line and not able to come away with points. So that's where we sit, 14-7. Still a great game here. Sometimes, you know, in the playoffs, the early rounds, you run into uncompetitive games. Homedale last week kind of rolled all over South Fremont, but in a dogfight right now for a chance at the state championship next Saturday.
Yeah, been sort of a game of 4th down conversions or lack thereof. You know,
right, yeah.
We just got a couple great 4th down stops, and that's how they kind of kept this thing to a one-score game. On the flip side of that, let's say Homedale doesn't catch that bobbling pass in the back of the end zone. Now you're looking at a tie game, right?
Yeah.
So,
it's just been a very interesting game. Homedale's offense has moved the ball well. I think that is something that we can say without a doubt that Homedale is going to move the ball. At the end of the day, though, they only have 14 points to show for it. On the opposite side, Weiser, they've kind of struggled to move the ball. They only had a short field when they scored that touchdown, right? They only needed to go about 31 yards to punch that one in. But they've had a couple 3-and-outs. They're not built to come from behind. And for them to be able to make those stops inside the red zone on 4th down was huge. They do not want to be down 2 scores to Homedale. And right now, only down a score, and Weiser will get the ball to start the half.
Yeah, and that completely changes things from the Weiser standpoint. Because if you're down 2 scores, and, you know, granted you do get the ball, so the way you chalk it up is, you know, let's put one drive together. Let's make this a 1-score game. Now, you put one drive together and you're going to tie the game, you know, assuming the point after is good and all that. But, that 4th down stop for Weiser just really, really changes your approach here at halftime.
It does. So we'll see what happens here in the second half. Again, we mentioned it if you weren't here for the pregame. The winner of this goes on to the state championship next week. They will play the winner of Sugar Salem and Teton. Now, those two teams met about 3 weeks ago, I think the next to last week of the regular season, and Sugar Salem won it by 50-plus points. I think it was 63-7, something like that. It was, I would think Sugar Salem is just, I was talking to somebody else, and, you know, there are 2 teams in the state right now that I feel are just gelling unlike any 2 teams. There are good teams. You look at these 2 teams, they're playing well. But I look at Sugar Salem and I look at Kendrick at the 1A D2 level, and has anybody all year been anywhere near stopping those 2? They have not, and I would expect Sugar to get it done, and that is not what either one of these 2 teams want to hear. Again, Sugar Salem has knocked Homedale out of the state tournament 4 years in a row. 3 of those were in a state championship. 1 was right here on this field last year in a district champion or the semifinal game. And so, more than likely, you win this game, you get the Diggers on the other side.
Yeah, Sugar's going to be a tough matchup for whoever comes out on top of this one. I mean, Sugar, right?
They are.
They've been the top of the 3A class for the last several years, and just a very well-coached team over there in Eastern Idaho. They do a good job of developing their talent throughout the class, and a ton of athletes over there as well. Good offensive line. They run the ball so effectively. Good defense year in and year out. So still got to play the game later today, but Teton's definitely an underdog.
Teton has their work cut out for them. That one will be at 4 o'clock. You can listen to it as well right here on IdahoSports.com. One game has gone final, from Holt Arena today. That one, Grace and Camei played at the 1A Division I level. Grace wins that one, so we have a 1A division. We have our we know the 4A state championship will be between Bishop Kelly and Skyline, and now we know the 1A Division I will be between Grace and Oakley. That one will be at Holt Arena. The 4A game between Bishop Kelly and Skyline will also be at Holt Arena. Now, we do know the 5A state championship as well. That will be between Rigby and Meridian. That one we know is at Albertson Stadium. Outside of that, we don't know. We don't know when. We don't know what time. We don't know what day. We don't know anything other than that. And the 3A championship as well will be here in the Treasure Valley, more than likely at Albertson State. We're just gossiping up here. But we believe that it will be a doubleheader at Albertson Stadium. Could be Friday, but I just think it will be Saturday. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, I think with two teams, you're going to have one team coming over from Eastern Idaho in the 3A with that Sugar or Teton, right? And then you also have Rigby coming over from Eastern Idaho as well. So that's a 4.5, pushing 5 hours of a bus drive. So I would imagine that they would probably play that on Saturday as opposed to making the kids miss a whole day of school. And
you're going to miss. You're already going to miss the day of school playing on Saturday anyways, because those guys are going to come over on Friday. And if you make that thing on Friday, you're talking possibly even missing half a day Wednesday, if not more. So hopefully, I'm hoping they're on Saturday.
Yeah, that's my hope too.
I would love to go to all 6 games, and if they, I think there's going to be 2 on Thursday at Holt Arena, 2 on Friday, and then 2 here on Saturday. So again, this is just gossip. This is not official. You can find those once it goes official. You can check it on IdahoSports.com. All the brackets will be updated. All the schedules will be updated. You can see it. As soon as we know it, it'll get updated. So just be sure to check back to IdahoSports.com. We'll have some great lead-up. I don't know exactly what Brandon has planned, but I would assume there's some great lead-up to championship week next week. There will be some great articles online on the website recapping this week and then getting us ready for next week. So be sure, just bookmark it, right, and go back every day and check IdahoSports.com for more information. I would imagine we'll also do some sort of preview of the game with interview stuff. Yeah, we've done it for basketball. I would think we'll probably do the same here for football. We'll see. Again, we're just gossiping up here. But I just would imagine we'll do something like that. This is a big week in Idaho. It's a fun week. It's the last week before Thanksgiving break for the kids. It's just a great time in the state of Idaho right now.
Yeah, just a fun week. I mean, the championship week is my favorite week out of the whole calendar year. I love state basketball, don't get me wrong. State baseball, we do that too. It's awesome. But I just love the championships for football because you basically do it at 3, 4-ish venues, I guess, because depending on where it is in Boise, it's a different venue. But if it's up north, it's at the KB Dome. Eastern Idaho, it's at Holt Arena. Those are awesome venues for the kids to play in because U of I U of I has really kind of turned things around with their football program this year. ISU is trying to get there with the new coach this year, and that program has had its issues throughout the decades, but they're trying to turn that thing around. Lots of renovations going on at Holt Arena right now, so they're trying to beef up that facility. And then Boise State's Boise State. Who doesn't want to play in the blue, right? That's just an awesome experience for anyone who gets a chance to do that. And so that's, again, going we're just gossiping, but that's kind of why I want to see this 3A state championship game at Boise State on the blue.
Yeah.
There's no better venue in the state of Idaho than Albertson Stadium in its state championship game playing on that blue turf.
Yeah, I'll even admit it as a Vandal grad that it would be fun to play on the blue.
Yeah,
I'll admit it. I'll say that. It should be a fun, and that's where I think it'll be. Again, it would be so much fun for these guys, whoever it is, that end up playing there. There hasn't been a state championship at Boise State in the last couple of years. Of course, 2019, I just don't.
That might be the last one. Is 19.
2019, they played
it was
one
4A, 5A doubleheader.
Well, I think that was in 2018, because in 2019 there was only one in the Treasure Valley, and it was 2A, and they played it at Eagle High School, interestingly enough.
So maybe 2018.
Yeah, I think it was 2018, because I think it was Bishop Kelly and Skyline, if I'm not mistaken.
Kelly,
or
Hillcrest,
yes, that's it.
And then it was Highland against, I called the game. I can't remember who they played. Highland played Rocky, maybe?
Check. All right,
somebody, some SIC squad, but
the second half here, kicking off for the
so we'll see what happens. I did think that was interesting that one year, and like they made them play at Eagle High School. I'm like, that's not. I mean, Eagle's a great place, but
well, here's the thing. In 2018, I think that 5A game started at 10 a.m.
They just
Back
cranked
in
a bunch of
18,
people out. Wow.
Right. So who knows? Maybe it starts 10 a.m. Saturday.
We'll see what happens. We'll be there either way. You can catch all 6 state championships again right here on IdahoSports.com. Tune into those. As Homedale now ready to kick this one off, the Trojans will move from left to right on this as they boot it away, and Weiser will receive it, and they will move from right to left upon receiving. There's the kick. Kind of a high knuckleball received at the 17-yard line. Room to run for Youngberg. Still on his feet, gets through a first tackle, and he's down across the 35, down to the 36, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for Weiser.
So the sun just came out from behind the clouds throughout that halftime. It feels 15 degrees warmer now.
It does feel nice. As the wind has kind of not been as bad over the last few minutes. Knock on every piece of aluminum here that it stays that way. So 1st and 10, Weiser. Lining up in the shotgun, I believe, for the first time tonight is Enders. And
offsides.
They got Homedale to jump. So an interesting play. Colin Cook has played quarterback a couple of times in this game, and Cook lined up right under center, and Enders was behind him, and Cook ran out wide after that, leaving Enders in the shotgun. But didn't matter as they moved, and now the officials are having a discussion there at midfield, or at the 40. And they just come to the same conclusion that it's offsides.
Yeah, just try to get it right. Make sure everyone's on the same page.
So 1st and 5 now for Weiser, and that's exactly what the Wolverines want to have, is a 1st and short.
Yeah, get ahead of the sticks, stay ahead of the sticks. That's for sure what they want there.
Enders in the shotgun. He throws it to the right, complete to Youngberg, and Youngberg maybe picks up half a yard down to the 41.
So that was kind of an interesting formation there. It's Colin Cook, who was the other quarterback here for Weiser, was lined up under center. They flank him out to the receiver position, and then Enders was standing behind Cook. So then that leaves the shotgun set. So that's a little bit of a different look that they're throwing at Homedale here to start the second half.
They do the same thing this time, but it's Enders who was under center, and the ball came out. It's down on the ground, and I don't know if he ever caught it personally. I thought that was incomplete.
It'll be 1st and 10 on the Weiser side of the field.
And they're going to discuss it. This should be incomplete.
I completely agree. I think this should be an incomplete pass. I don't think he ever had possession. The only way this is a fumble is if the pass went backwards.
And I don't think it did. I think it was a forward pass, and he never had possession that was intended for Youngberg. And Youngberg he got hit almost as soon as the pass got there. He never even took a step with it, and they're still having the discussion out here. We're going to wait. We wouldn't be surprised.
The only way this is a fumble is if it went
and
backwards.
There it is.
Yep, so incomplete pass, that's the correct call.
So
that's the correct call.
The most excitement you will see from an incomplete pass today on the opposite side as Weiser jumps up and down for joy for incomplete. So now it's 3rd and 5. Ball at the 41. They need the 46. Again, Weiser moving from right to left. 14-7, Homedale leads it with 11:18.
Fans, it's 3rd down.
As I'm sure you can hear everything the PA announcer is saying, the speaker, I think there's only one speaker on, and it's literally the one right behind our heads.
Yeah, it's above us.
So whistle's blowing. Timeout on the field. We'll take the chance really quick to thank Vance Dairy Construction. There is no replacement for quality and experience. That's why, well, you know what? They're just going to get started. We'll get back to Vance Dairy Construction in a minute. So 3rd down and lots of movement.
That's going to be a false start on Weiser. It's on the left tackle for Weiser, which is
Braden Phillips.
Yep.
And he was kind of pointing the other way, thinking it was going to be on Homedale.
I think he was trying to sell it. I think
do what you can.
Jumped, right?
So now a 3rd and 5. What was once a 1st and 5 for Weiser is now a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, credit this Homedale defense. They've done a good job of staying home, doing their jobs.
Down, Trojan fans, let's make some noise.
Forcing Weiser behind the sticks, and here you are with another 3rd and long. This is right where Homedale wants the Weiser offense.
So Enders in the shotgun. He's got 2 backs beside him, 2 here to the left side, 1 up top in the receiving core. Enders back to pass. He's going to step up. He's going to keep it, and he gets wrapped up, no gain. So it's going to be 4th and 10. Big stop there by Homedale.
I know both these teams love to go
Gain of
for
1
it.
brings up a 4th and 9 here for the Wolverines.
I would punt right here. 4th and 9, that's a lot to overcome with this offense. Play the field position game. You're only down by 1 score, so rely on the defense a little bit. Let's see what halftime adjustments that defense has made to slow down this Homedale rushing attack. They got to figure out a way to slow that rushing attack down somehow, and they're lining up to punt. I think this is the right decision.
Enders back deep on his 25, and he will boot this one. Low line drive kick, bounces at the 43 and picked up at the 35. Some room to run on the right side by Strong. Strong's into the second level, and he gets walloped out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line of Weiser. So good field position for the Trojans. Let's get back here to Vance Dairy Construction. There's no replacement for quality and experience, and that's what Vance Dairy Construction brings to every project it sets out on. Just like the Homedale Trojans, Vance Dairy Construction works hard to get it right the first time, and that's why they have the reputation that makes them the first call when the dairy industry is looking to build, remodel, or repair. Call them. Call the team at Vance Dairy Construction to schedule your winter maintenance and renovation projects now. 337-3191. Vance Dairy Construction is owned right here in Homedale, and all of us want to wish the Trojans good luck. So the first play from scrimmage, the ball is down, and Homedale, Weiser says they've got it, and they do. So Dines went up the middle, and he drops the ball, and now Weiser gets possession at roughly, the 25-yard line, so right back over to the Wolverines.
Yeah, just a forced turnover there from the Weiser defense. Great job of getting a hand on the ball. Sometimes when you get a quarterback that likes to get out of the pocket and run with the ball, they can be a little loose with it. Instead of tucking it up in the armpit area, they kind of run with it out in front of them with 2 hands on the ball kind of in front of their chest. That's what Dines did that time. So ball security, lacking there for Homedale, and Weiser takes advantage with the turnover.
First down, and they do that same strange play where the quarterback goes out wide, but Enders gets the snap, and he keeps it up the middle for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. 9:58 to go here in the third quarter. Homedale leads at 14-7 in this semifinal matchup. A trip to the state championship on the line next week against, again, the winner of Sugar Salem and Teton.
Yeah, I like what Weiser's doing there and giving a different look to Homedale. But on the flip side of it, nothing from the offense has really changed. So if you're going to give a different look, that's fine. But, I'd like to see maybe Enders have a true pocket, throw the ball down the field. You have man-on-man coverage as they flank Cook out again.
Rolling right is Enders. He tries to come back left, and he's got a lot of room on this right side of the field. He's up across the 35 down to the 36.
It's like a gain of about 8 on the play.
He's going to be just short of the first down, but man, there was a lot of room over there. Finally, for that Weiser offense to run the ball. They just haven't been able to get much outside of that one drive. So it's going to be 3rd and about 1 here for the Wolverines.
Yeah, kind of right on cue. They did exactly what I had suggested they
You know what that means,
they had
Trojans
talked
fans?
about.
It's
They had Enders
down. Let's
kind
make
of throw
some
from a
noise.
true pocket. That time he kind of scrambles out of it, able to pick something up. But now you have a 3rd and 1, and this is bread and butter time for Weiser. Everybody
in tight for the Wolverines. They'll hand it off to Youngberg, and he's got the first down. So a fresh set of downs for Weiser as they pick up their first down here of the second half. They went 3 and out early on that first drive, but then got the ball on a fumble. 8:34 on the clock here in the third quarter, 14-7 Homedale.
Yeah, and that first down's got to feel good. Sometimes it just takes one first down to just kind of jumpstart things a little bit. Now the offensive line starts running off the ball a little quicker. Getting things moving as Cook is the one bringing in the play now for Weiser. So they do. Cook is under center now, so no Enders on this play.
This handoff goes to Spencer right side on the sweep. And Spencer never cut up field, and he's going to lose a yard. He just kept going straight towards the sideline and never made the cut, and he loses a yard.
Yeah, he was trying to find the corner and couldn't find it. You know, if he's able to turn the corner, he's able to get some positive yards out of that. But he was just running kind of like straight towards the sideline and never really found any sort of cutback lane. And Homedale's doing a great job of keeping everything in front of them. Everyone's staying home, containing this offense. Doing a good job of, like I said, staying home and doing their jobs. That's what you got to do against this offense.
Second down here. Enders goes out wide, and Cook will keep it. Cook's going to fight forward, but he's going to end up losing a yard.
Flag number 6, I believe, there.
So now it's going to be 3rd and long. 7:15 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, again, it's a different look, but the play calling hasn't changed. And you're going to change the look. I would like to see maybe you do a wheel route on the outside or something, you know, because now you're behind the sticks. Now the offense kind of becomes predictable. With a 3rd and 10 coming up, you probably have to go to the air.
I mean, on the regular season, Weiser averaged scoring 33 points a game, and they only scored 7 in that first matchup. So the offense is used to moving it, but Homedale, what they do is just so effective against Weiser. Here we go, 3rd and long. This one's going to be handed off up the middle and scooting forward for maybe about 5 yards. So it's going to be 4th and 5, 6.5 to go here in the third quarter with Homedale up 14-7.
Yep, 4-down territory. Weiser will go for it. That 3rd down play was designed to pick up about half of what they needed. That's exactly what they did.
4th down, Trojan.
Here's the thing, Lucas. I think the punts we've seen so far, Homedale's returned these things deep.
Yeah,
if I'm Weiser, I don't know if I want to punt anymore just because the coverage will be effective for the Trojans today. Hey, at Title I, there is a difference, and we're proud to sponsor the Weiser Wolverines. They're a local title and escrow company right here in.
Yep, just back to basics here for Homedale. 7 yards, Fisher, left side this time. Spread them out, run it up the middle. That's been the offensive philosophy today for Homedale, and it's worked out pretty well for them so far. Surprised, though, that this is still only a one-possession game. I feel like Homedale's been the better team for most of the afternoon.
And Fisher gets into the second level on that carry. He's down to the 44. A good run, and there's a flag right around the line of scrimmage. We'll see if this was a pre-snap.
I think it's coming back.
And it's a hold. Well, like you said, Lucas, this one has been controlled by Homedale. I mean, in all facets of the game, the Trojans have been in control. The score for Weiser was on a short field. But Homedale, credit Weiser, they have forced Homedale to make a couple of mistakes. They've been there when they needed to be on defense, and they haven't allowed this thing to get out of hand. And the Wolverines are still right here in this one. As we've got 5:15 to go in the third quarter. Clock is running fast here as both teams keep it on the ground most of the time. We're halfway through the third quarter. Still 14-7. Shotgun here for the Trojans. Dines is going to keep it, and he runs into a pile and pushes it forward, gets about 5 yards, and a flag comes in late.
On the play of about 6 or 7, we have a flag that came in.
Yeah, so another flag, which really might put Homedale behind the sticks now. If this one's going to be on the Trojans again. But, yeah, kind of going back to what you're talking about with this one-score game. With the Weiser defense has gotten a couple big stops when they needed them. And it's going to be face mask on Weiser, so this is...
Yeah, 5-yard face mask. That's what I was wondering if we would see that because it was thrown right at the point of the tackle, right in that pile. And it's a 5-yard variety of that. That still exists here in the high school level, and it's just enough for the first down because of the yardage. So 1st and 10 Homedale, 4:38 to go. Dines back in the shotgun, couple guys in motion, and he has Fisher back there with him. Fisher will get the handoff. He goes to the right, and Fisher gets to the next level. He's down to the 45 and another first down.
Yeah, Fisher's just a big body, 6 foot, 195, and using that entire frame to kind of bulldoze his way through the interior defense that time. They're just running right at this Weiser defense.
And they're quick at it again, and Fisher is going to go right side again, and he's got another 4 yards. So Fisher has just been a workhorse on the ground so far. 2nd and 6 coming up, 4:10 to go here in the third quarter.
And Jared Homedale, why do anything else? I would run that same play with Binford and Fisher, rotate them in and out, and just you run it till Weiser stops it.
2nd and 6. Again, there's the handoff to Fisher. What else is new? Fisher, he scoots forward and maybe gets 2 or 3.
Gain of about 3 on the play.
They're going to spot him a little short. It's going to be 3rd and 2, maybe 3rd and 3.
I think this is the area where Homedale sort of got themselves in trouble offensively throughout the afternoon. It's one of the stops on defense, which is partially why this is a one-score game, is Homedale threw it. You remember that back third and fourth down plays when they've been effective on the ground. Just keep this simple here. Do what's worked out for you throughout the whole afternoon and get the first down.
And Dines goes up center, and he loses the ball. It's out. But was he down first? It won't matter. It's not a first down.
Bring up a 4th and 3 here for the Trojans.
So Dines tried to go up the middle. He lost the ball, but his knee was down. But still about 3 yards short of the line to gain. They need the 45. They're at the 48-ish is where they're at. So it's going to be 4th down, 3 yards to go, 2:45 to go. And some personnel changes coming in here for the Trojans.
Yeah, it looks like they're going with some more receivers in this set. As Binford's going to be the running back on this play for Homedale. In the last 3 plays, you've really seen 70-75% of the Homedale offense with those 2 runs and then the Dines run as well. Is this going to be a timeout?
Yeah, I was the back judge here was putting his arm up. I thought they were going to run out of time and get a delay of game. Timeout on the field. Les Schwab and Weiser has been serving the community for 52 years since 1971. Home of the best new tire warranty around, Les Schwab also offers additional services, including brakes, wheel alignments, tire balancing and rotations, flat tire repair, and more. Conveniently located in downtown Weiser, let Les Schwab help you get back on the road safely. Doing it right is what we do best. Les Schwab and Weiser is proud to support the Wolverines. Farmers Supply Co-op at 622 East Commercial in Weiser. If you need something to eat, come enjoy delicious eats in the Farmer Cafe or fuel up your toys, grab drinks, snacks, play the lottery, or get a hunting and fishing license. Hungry? They deliver. Find them on Facebook for specials and new arrivals. Locally owned and operated since 1935, Farmers Supply Co-op is a proud supporter of Weiser Athletics and wants to wish them good luck here at State. And finally, Weiser Classic Candy and Deli, they're a proud supporter of Weiser Athletics, and they want to wish the boys good luck here at State. So here we go, 4th down, and Homedale is going to bring out the punting team. I believe that's Erickson back there to punt for Homedale, and that was Sigmund Good. And a good kick. It's going to be caught inside the 5. And returned out across the 20. Good return there.
Taken by number 3, Scott takes it to
about Malachi Scott with a good return. So another chance here. Weiser's had, this will be their 3rd possession here of the quarter, but just have not been able to get anything going. Both offenses have kind of been stood up by the defenses here in the second half.
Yeah, the Weiser defense has done a great job so far tonight. They've bent a little bit throughout the afternoon, but they've broken a couple times with those 2 touchdowns. That's basically it. This Weiser defense is keeping the Wolverines in the game. Now they just need the offense to get some sort of spark. And with this offense, we haven't really seen that big play yet. We haven't really seen them slip it out the back door and try to catch one of those linebackers on the backside napping.
Weiser takes it up the middle here on the first play, and they pick up a couple yards down to the 25. 5-yard pickup by Brock Spencer. 1:55 to go here in the third quarter.
And I know sometimes this offense can be kind of dubbed as a boring, 3 yards in a cloud of dust type of offense, but there can be a lot of creativity with something like this. Now might be a good time to maybe dial up a reverse, a halfback pass, something. You need something to spark the offense a little bit.
And here they run it left side, trying to get the edge. Not able to do it is Youngberg, and he picks up maybe a yard. So 3rd and 4 for Weiser. Homedale just been able to get in the backfield so quickly. Weiser just has not. They haven't had an explosive play at all. I mean, you look back, and I think you could say the pass to Malachi Scott on that touchdown drive was their biggest play of the game. And outside of that, they just have not put things together. But it's still 14-7. They're only a score away. 54 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
And to your point, the only Weiser score was off a short field on a 4th down stop.
Here's the snap. They're going to run it to the left side and nowhere to go for Spencer. He loses a yard. And again, another 3 and out here for Weiser. And the Homedale defense is just playing tough right now. Weiser not able to get anything going, and they almost look like they want to go for it here.
Yeah, it's going to be a 4th and 5.
I think they're going to let the clock run down and talk about this thing. So that'll do it here for the third quarter. 14-7 heading into the final 12 minutes of play. Dilly Dental has been providing you with personalized quality dental care that you deserve since 2013. When you visit Dr. Dilly at Dilly Dental Office, your smile is their top priority. They offer implants, crowns, bridges, and in-office bleaching, as well as Botox. Dilly Dental can meet the needs of your entire family at their Weiser or Cambridge office. Dilly Dental is a proud supporter of Weiser Athletics. Heartland Ag, they want you to know that they are application, and that's what they do, from case and RBR application equipment, tanks, trailers, and all your spraying and spreading needs. Heartland Ag has you covered. Located in Burley here in Idaho, give them a call, 994-9120, or find them online at heartlandag.com. Idaho Housing also wants you to know that if you're an Idaho homeowner and have fallen behind on your mortgage because of the COVID-19 pandemic, help is available. The Idaho Homeowner Assistance Fund can help you get back on track. Check your eligibility and apply today at idahohousing.com/HAF. All right, here we go. Let's start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Weiser's going to punt it. I think that's the right decision. Defense has been good. Rely on that to kind of keep you in the game.
And there's the kick. It's caught at the 40. Some room to run over here on the left side. More room, gets the edge. One man to beat, and what a block put on there. Great return, Luke Henry. And again, we talked about the return game for Homedale, and it's back again. I think that punt netted maybe 6 yards because they were around the 25, and now they're down. Okay, so it's around the 37. So after all said and done, only about 12 yards picked up there on that punt.
Yeah, you got to credit Luke Henry, the punt returner there for Homedale. It was a good punt for Weiser, but Henry just a good return on that one, good patient running. Every single person that touches the ball on Homedale is patient with it. They have patient runners throughout this entire offense. They wait for things to open up.
And Fisher gets the handoff here and nothing doing there. As maybe a yard, Fisher picks up.
Call it a 2nd down and 8 here for the Trojans.
And Weiser, it's just kind of back to the grindstone, right, on defense. This defense has done a good job of getting the stops when they need them so far this afternoon. The defense has not even remotely been close to the issue today for Weiser. It's been the offense. They just can't get anything off the ground on those 1st and 2nd down plays.
This is a Homedale defense that's only allowing 11 points per game. Dines looking to throw, and he throws it to the receiver. Just can't bring it in as Lamelli. So that'll bring up 3rd and long now. I mean, you look at the defense, and again, we mentioned it, 61 tackles for loss for Homedale, 47 for Weiser coming into this one. They just have so many players on defense, does Homedale, that's causing so many problems. Cooper has 43 tackles, 16 for loss. Rios 41 with 10. That defense for Homedale has just been, I think they've been the difference in this one.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, this Homedale defense has been good. A good push up front. Even on the offensive side, a lot of 3A football, so a lot of these guys go two ways. And Homedale's been winning the battle up front. But again, it's a one-possession game. You only have 11 minutes to go. Weiser's right in this thing.
Dines going to keep it here on 3rd down. He's got some room to the left, and he's tripped up. Nice stop by Youngberg. Youngberg trips up Dines, and Dines picked up maybe 2. So now it's 4th and 7. And a great stop there by Weiser. So decision time, I can't see a world where they punt this. Probably going to see him go for it here on 4th and long.
So here's an interesting thought. If you do punt it, just kind of do like a little pooch punt and just kind of aim it towards the corner. You could probably get this thing inside the 15 or the 10 if you do that.
And some games are played offensively, and this one is not one of those. And if you can pin somebody deep, you can actually turn that into offense if you can get it back there. But they are going to go for it. Dines is going to throw deep to the left side. He's got a man open, and it's caught at the 5. And did he get into the end zone? Waiting for the call. Touchdown, Homedale! 34 yards on the left side to Mason Strong. And the Homedale Trojans take a 2-score lead.
Yeah, that time the receiver Mason Strong just beat his man. One-on-one coverage down the near sideline. Good job by Strong beating his man off the line, and Dines throws just kind of drops in the bucket.
Oh, whoa. Now they've changed the call. No, the head officials now, I think they're confused.
First and goal from about the 1 here.
They're going to say he was
So now they're going to say he was down.
Wow, that could change some things. I
So
mean,
let's take it off the board.
they have the length of the football to go. Don't overthink this, your Homedale. Just punch this thing in.
And there's the handoff, and going in is Fisher, and there's the touchdown.
Fisher touchdown!
Just had to wait another play, but they get it in. And we'll put those points back on the board. Well, man, it was interesting because both officials put their hands up for touchdown, and then they changed their mind. Either way, now 20-7, Homedale with the lead.
Number 17, Noah Erickson in for the PAT.
Yeah, I mean, however you chalk it up, it's going to be a touchdown. But that was a great job by Mason Strong, the receiver, on that 4th down play. So, they got the touchdown on that 1st down, but really, 2 of the 3 touchdowns now for Homedale. One of them was scored off a 4th down play, and the other one was set up off a 4th down play. So we said at halftime it was a tale of converting 4th downs and not converting 4th downs, right?
Exactly.
And Homedale has gotten a couple big 4th down conversions. Weiser also has a couple big stops, which kept this one in the game. But a couple of those swing one way or the other. This game could either be tied or Homedale could have blown this thing wide open.
Yeah, so Homedale takes the lead 21-7, 10:04 to go. RST Inc. has been providing superior transportation services to Idaho's food processing, agricultural, and construction industry since 1974. Their fleet of 36 late-model, fuel-efficient trucks and refrigerated trailers is currently serving the West, Midwest, Southeast with timely, cost-effective transportation. Their specialized fleet of heavy-duty trucks, trailers, and experienced drivers is capable of moving structures and equipment of just about any size or weight. Owned and operated by 3 generations of Homedale Trojans, RST Inc. is proud to support Homedale athletics. Go Trojans. So 10:04 to go. Homedale going to kick off from right to left here as the sun, again, you mentioned it earlier, Lucas, has come out and it's made it a little more bearable out here.
Yeah, my feet do feel like they're about to fall off.
It is not many degrees above freezing out here as it is. So here's the kick, and it's brought down across the 25, still moving is Weiser, and it'll be 1st and 10 from there. Hey, when Farm Bureau Insurance says it covers Idaho, it really means it covers Idaho. Farm Bureau Insurance has 48 offices throughout Idaho, including your local branch right here in Homedale, to take care of farm and ranch customers statewide. Farm Bureau handles auto, RV, home, ranch, life, and even business insurance. You can visit them at 15 East Wyoming in Homedale for a free insurance quote today. Wayne Hungate and Dave Saragino are at Homedale Farm Bureau Insurance Branch are proud to support the Trojans. So Weiser running out of time here. Pass to the left side is intercepted by Homedale. It's picked off by Sigmund Good, and Good is down to the 25, and that might be an exclamation point onto this one for Homedale.
Yeah, I was about to say that this is a critically important drive for Weiser. They got to go down and get some points on this drive. Weiser has just been forced into a situation that their offense is just not built to overcome, and that's kind of the problem with the wing T option type of offense. You get behind, you're forced to throw the ball. That time, Ender's trying to force it into some traffic. Good coming up with a big interception. Tried to fit that one into Malachi Scott, and it was just kind of a 50-50 ball.
It was.
Start over the middle, and that was won by Good.
Yeah, Good ripped it away Round the 33-yard line, gets it down to, they're going to say, the 26. So Sigmund Good, a big interception in this one. 9:49 to go, 21-7. Homedale with the lead and looking for a chance. I love to see teams take a shot right here after a turnover. And Fisher through the line. Fisher one man to beat. He gets past him, and Trenton Fisher's going to go in for a touchdown. Homedale has added that exclamation point on the board, 27-7 with 9:41 to go.
Yeah, that's the play that Homedale's really relied on all night. Off left tackle, Fisher doing a good job. Gets through that initial wave of defenders and just lowered his shoulder and just ran right through the last defender. Gotta love to see that. Homedale in complete control now with 9.5 to go.
Trenton Fisher just scored his 3rd touchdown of the day. Extra point is up and good. 28-7. And this one, I think that was the exclamation point. Like I said, I think it is going to be very hard for Weiser to put something together here. They've struggled to get any drives, but they suddenly now need to get 3 of them in 9.5 minutes. That's going to be tough to do. Hey, the Steve's Hometown Dealerships are proud to sponsor the Idaho High School Football State Playoffs here on IdahoSports.com. Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario, Hometown Motors in Weiser, and Steve's Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC in Fruitland are just a short drive to savings from anywhere here in the Treasure Valley. Steve's Hometown Dealerships, where customer satisfaction is the #1 goal. Steve's Hometown Dealerships are proud to wish the hometown teams the best of luck here at State. Les Schwab and Homedale now. Manager Rhett and his crew are committed to giving you back on the road safely. Les Schwab doing the right thing since 1952. Give them a call today at 337-3474 or stop by at 330 Highway 95 here in Homedale. Les Schwab in Homedale is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics and wants to wish the boys good luck here today.
You almost feel like this entire stadium has just taken a big sigh of relief. It was just a little too close for a little too long for Homedale, I think.
And it could have been this score early on in the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
And it's just almost like they're finally pulling away and doing what they've known they could do. Here's the kickoff, going to be taken by Spencer, and Spencer's across the 30. He's across the 40, and he's got one guy to beat, and he's brought down across midfield.
His kick is taken by number
He'll
8,
be down. They're going to say he went down right at midfield. So that's a good start for Weiser. Again, they're going to put together 3 drives here to tie it up. You got to start somewhere, and they'll start at midfield with 9.5 to go.
Just about everything in these last 9.5 minutes has got to go Weiser's way. Starts with that. Good kick return. You're starting this drive at midfield, but you're going to have to come up with some big offensive plays, some big defensive stops. Still, all 3 timeouts for Weiser. They'll need all 3 of those if they're going to make this comeback.
And it's got to come through the air. You don't have time to run that wing T, and that's one of the downfalls of it, as right now Ender's in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He's got 2 receivers to the left. He goes up top, and that one almost intercepted. It was intended in the middle for number 88,
I believe that's
Thomas Johnson, but almost picked off by number 21, Trenton Fisher.
You don't have to get it all back at once, and I think that's going to be the key here for Weiser. It's okay to check it down. Throw a running back screen. Throw a screen pass. You could even spread it out and run the ball. You're not going to score 21 points on one play. And it just starts with some of these drive starters. And Weiser taking a timeout off an incomplete pass, so now they're down to 2 timeouts. But point being, you could still keep things simple on this drive. You know, still plenty of time, 9.5 minutes. They're not going to make this comeback unless the defense gets some stops, but you're also not going to do it if you don't get in the end zone.
Hey, teamwork makes the dream work for a football team and for a medical team at Weiser Memorial Hospital's Family Medical Center here in Weiser. Providers work closely with patients as a team to tackle their health needs. Family Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Weiser Wolverines. Go Big Red! And finally, Advanced Physical Therapy in Weiser has been helping athletes and spectators in the Western Treasure Valley for over 25 years. Thank you for choosing our clinic to meet your physical therapy needs. The entire staff would like to wish the athletes good luck from everybody at Weiser, from Advanced Physical Therapy in Weiser. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors, as well as Project Filter, Toyota, the Idaho Health and Welfare Department, Valleywide Co-op, as well as Your Health Idaho. Plans start at just $0 per month. Can't beat that. Check them out, yourhealthidaho.org.
Yeah, hard to beat free, huh?
Can you? And I guess you can get paid for it. But.
Good luck with insurance, right?
So second down, I know. Second down, Enders is going to be pressured. He steps up. He's across midfield. He's across the 45. Good run there. He scrambles for 7. And like you said, Lucas, you don't need to get 28 points right now. You just need to get a couple yards, and they pick up 7 on that. A good pickup makes it 3rd and short.
Yeah, it's a good job by Enders. He had some pressure in his face, but he took a look down the field, didn't love what he saw, took off. Enders is a running quarterback.
You know
right?
what that means, Trojan fans?
Triple
It's
option offense. So that's
down.
okay. You don't have to chuck the ball down the field every single time. If there's nothing down the field, tuck it and run. Nothing wrong with that. Good job by Enders.
Third down, 3 yards to go. And the ball is out, and Homedale's got it.
Fumble on the snap looked like it was recovered.
That never even got into the hands of the quarterback, and falling on it is Trenton Fisher.
Yeah, just the problem with the center quarterback exchange. Enders was under center that time and never got the snap. Ball fell the wrong direction. Weiser just did not get the bounce on that one. Sometimes when you have a bobbled snap like that, it can bounce towards the quarterback. That time it bounced right towards the middle linebacker. So there was just no chance for Weiser to recover that fumble. Homedale jumps right on it. And now up 3 scores, 8.5 to go. Ground and pound time for the Homedale.
Yeah, 8:36. You would expect this one to just stay on the ground and take up as much time as possible. Keep everybody healthy for next week, and a flag comes out. No, but I don't think they were set. It will be against Homedale.
I believe that's illegal substitution on the offense.
Oh, so they had too many guys out there, they were going to say.
Signals are right.
Yeah, broke the huddle with 12 guys, I think.
We'll back it up and still first down.
So 1st and 15 now. Hey, Homedale might like that. That's more time to be on the field, right?
yeah. It gives you a little more field to work with, sure.
So they'll take this one here again, 5 yards deeper after the penalty. Ball is spotted at the 38. Homedale moving from right to left. 28-7, Homedale with the lead with 8.5 to go. They can smell a state championship appearance in Fisher. Or excuse me, that's not Fisher that's running it. That's number 25, Benford.
Number 25, Benford.
And Benford picks up about 9.
On the play, makes up for lost
or excuse me, 6, not 9.
Here for the Trojans.
So 2nd down and 9 yards to go.
Still a good pickup on 1st down for Benford, again straight up the middle. And Homedale has done a great job of that this afternoon, of spreading out this Weiser defense and then running it right down the middle. That's kind of the bread and butter for this offense. They like to spread it out, and then they run it between the tackles.
2nd and 7, they'll say 2nd and 8, actually. Benford again, and Benford is down, and it's going to be 3rd and short. Maybe he has the first down. It is a first down. 7:53 on the clock, and Homedale, like you said, I think you can smell it right now.
Yeah.
With not much time left, they've got possession, a chance to work this clock down. And again, this is the first, I don't think we talked about it. This is the first season for Homedale on this beautiful turf field.
Yeah,
I mean, it is
nice.
awesome turf field that they've got here at Homedale. Great facility, new press box. We're not inside of it, but it still looks nice. As a run for Benford left side, and Benford's across the 40. Ball actually got knocked out by Spencer, but he was out of bounds. So the ball will go out at the 39-yard line.
Got to keep 2 hands on the ball. No reason to put the thing on the turf here. Up 3 scores with 7 and some change left to go. 2 hands on the ball. You need to take care of the ball more than you need the extra yards right now if you're Homedale.
7:23 on the clock. Again, the clock stopped as the run went out of bounds. Shotgun formation moving out wide is a receiver, and then up the middle goes Benford, and he does not get anything. Maybe a yard.
Maybe 2. Call it a 3rd down and
3rd
1 here for the Trojans.
A yard, maybe a yard and a half or so.
Here in the ball game.
Yeah, just Yeah, keep it simple. Keep it on the ground. You have Fisher in the ball game right now. You're probably going to go back to him off right or left guard or tackle, and it feels like Homedale runs that play a billion times a game. They'll probably run it again here.
So shotgun for Dines. Dines hands it off left side to Fisher, and Fisher's got the first down and more. He's down to the 30.
Goes up the middle that time,
Down to the 31, they'll say. So a first down, 6:39, clock running.
Predictable but efficient. That's what this Homedale offense has been today, and it's so infuriating as a defense when you're facing an offense that you know what they're going to do, and you still can't stop it. that's
yeah, exactly. You know what's coming.
Yeah.
And it's just been a tough day here for Homedale, or for Weiser, excuse me. Weiser has played 2 close games so far here at the state tournament. They had that opening week game against Timberlake, and that one was closer than a lot of people expected, including myself. I was there for that game. Timberlake had the lead in that game, actually. As another run to Fisher here, and Fisher goes to the right, and he stood up and brought down after a game of 3. But then they had the game last week against Bonners Ferry. That one a 10-point victory. So 2 close games from teams from up north, and they run into the buzzsaw Homedale right now. They did meet earlier in the year. We mentioned it, 21-7. Homedale wins that one up 28-7 now with 5.5 to go.
Yeah, and I kind of get the feeling that this is kind of been a similar script as to what last time. Weiser just kind of hanging on with the defense, offense, not moving it to the way that they're used to playing it against some other opponents. But you got to credit Homedale. This is a good defense. This is a team that, is 5.5 minutes away from going back to the state championship game, and deservedly so. This is a good defense.
Dines will keep it to the left, trying to get around the defense, and he's going to scoot out of bounds.
15 Dines with the quarterback keeper.
And that's not exactly what they wanted to stop the clock with 5:15. And this score, if it holds, this will be the 4th year in the past 5 that Homedale's played for a state championship, and more than likely the 4th in the last 5 years that the state championship will be Homedale and Sugar Salem.
Yeah, two schools that are pretty familiar with
Where
each
do
other.
we see that?
Right.
Anywhere where it's not only the same, maybe one team that wins it, but the same matchup between the 2 teams. It's not the Buffalo Bills playing 4 teams, different teams in the 90s, but it'd be like the same exact team, right?
Right.
So running it outside this time, there comes a flag, and Fisher picks up about a yard, but that should be a hold. Illegal shift, they're going to say, actually.
I mean, that'd be like the Bills playing the Cowboys every year.
Every year, right? Yeah, just bang, 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 bang. And
Right.
I think people, we for a long time, maybe a Bills-Cowboy would not have been desirable, but this year we would take that. That would be.
I would love to see Buffalo win a Super Bowl. I'd love to see a Buffalo-Philadelphia Super Bowl.
That would be
Purely
wild
because
fans.
Both of those towns would just explode if that happened.
They would both burn down no matter what happened.
Exactly.
They would both. That would be fun. That would be. Well, it's good times here at Homedale. Again, we mentioned it. Be sure to check IdahoSports.com for all the updated information on the state championships next week. They will be, more than likely, this 3A championship will be played at Albertson Stadium in Boise, home of the Boise State Broncos. Should be a fun matchup. Again, it'll be the winner of Sugar Salem and Teton. Dines looking to throw. He's got a man open left side. Caught at the 15, or excuse me, the 17. That's Luke Henry and a first down.
Good play there for the Trojans.
Again, a 4th down conversion. Homedale going to the air when they need to. Last time it's Mission Strong. This time it's Luke Henry. First down, Homedale. Clock now to the 4.5-minute mark. And obviously Sugar's still got to get past Teton later today. I think we both think they will.
Yeah, I don't want to assume anything. I'm just going off of what happened last time. So I don't want to offend any Teton fans listening. I like Teton. I'm a fan of the Timberwolves over from Driggs, and I hope, I think everybody would love to see it be somebody other than Sugar Salem, as, copy and paste play again as Fisher runs up the middle for about 9 yards. But just going off of what we've seen, Sugar Salem is just a team that, and I don't think anybody wants to play Sugar except for Homedale.
Yep.
They have lost to them 4 years in a row in the playoffs, and they want them. They would love to beat them. They did. It's funny, they played at state basketball this year, and in the consolation bracket, and Homedale won by like a basket or two. So a slight bit of redemption on the basketball court.
I mean, it's a lot of the same kids, right?
It is.
Down 3A level. So.
And Fisher goes up the middle, and he loses the ball, and it's picked up by one of the linemen. That's Brock Walker.
Picked up by number 70. That's Brock Walker with the recovery.
Yeah, Walker, right place, right time that time. I thought he might have been down. It's irrelevant because Homedale ended up recovering the ball anyway. But here's the question. Let's say they do play it at Albertson Stadium. Does Sugar have? Do they have like a blue-on-blue combination?
It's blue, very blue and white, Would
they be allowed to wear that then?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
That would be something. Boise State, they wear blue, right?
Yeah, they wear the blue on blues, but there was a thing when they were, in the Mountain West that.
And Fisher goes left side in for the score, his third today, and I think Trenton Fisher has made his case for the ITD player of the game today.
Yeah, I think so as well. That's another touchdown there for Homedale. Again, left side. Fisher, a big body. Just kind of bulldoze his way into the end zone there again, and this one well under control now for Homedale as it's 34-7. Oh yeah, if I'm Sugar and I'm playing on the blue next week, I'm wearing as much blue as I can.
Oh yeah, they would definitely want to. 35-7. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know. You would think they will say, all right, you guys, you got to wear your whites.
Right.
And
white pants at least.
I mean, yeah, it's something, or else they'll blend right in. I didn't even thought about that, but that would be an issue. So we'll see. I think Sugar might put up a stink about that, right? And I guess we could text Lance Taylor and ask him.
You probably know.
He'll let us know. Maybe I will text him and say, hey, are they going to wear blue or not? So we'll see. I guess we'll find out next week, or it might be orange for Teton playing in that game. We won't know, but we do know, barring a miraculous comeback here with 2:55 to go, Homedale leads at 35-7. Homedale probably playing next week. Again, probably Albertson Stadium, probably Saturday, but again, we do not know. Please don't quote us on that. Be sure to check IdahoSports.com. Probably tonight. I think that we will know tonight. I think everything will be wrapped up. The 3A game, the other one is at 4 o'clock. I'm sure those talks are already in progress, trying to figure out what's going on. And the line drive kick going to be scooped up at the 30.
Thomas Johnson.
I'm guessing that they already know what they're going to do based on scenarios.
Right.
And then they just have to wait for everything to play out. And then so, if these teams win, we do this. These team wins, we do plan B. These team wins, we do C. So they just have to wait for everything to play out, and then they can put one of those plans in motion. They've had all week to essentially plan for this. I'm sure they have a good idea of what they're going to do. We just have to wait for everything to play out before we can make things official.
So Enders under center. He'll branch out to the left side, and Cook takes it. Cook's going to throw it deep down the right side, and it's intercepted. It's picked off by number 3, Danny Lamelli, and that will probably do it for the season for the Weiser offense. As Homedale takes over, 2:46 to go. They can almost run it out. A first down will end this game, but this one is pretty much all said and done, and Homedale going to punch their ticket to the state championship.
Yeah, it just feels like whatever Weiser's tried offensively just hasn't worked. An offense that's used to putting up a lot more points than just 7, but for whatever reason, the Homedale defense just has this offense figured out. It's a good defense. They pursue the ball well. They stay at home. That's the key of stopping the triple option, and then they force Weiser into situations where they have to throw the ball. And it's not to say that Weiser doesn't have the athletes that can do that. It's just to say that that's not what they practice. That's not what they do.
Right.
So you're forcing an offense to do what they normally don't do, and then that's where Weiser really gets into trouble. And you see it just kind of unraveling here offensively for the Wolverines.
We have a timeout taken here by the Trojans.
Timeout by Homedale. I don't think they got everybody set. Dylan Fine is in at quarterback for the Trojans right now as Taking a seat will be Dines, as I think he should. It makes me nervous. Last week, 2 weeks ago, it was last week. I was at Oakley, and Oakley had their whole starters out there up 48-0 in the rain, and I'm like, somebody's gonna get hurt. It just always like, and Homedale makes, I think, the smart choice, taking everybody out.
Yeah, so here's the thing with Fine too is he's a junior, and he's going to be the quarterback next year when Dines graduates, because Dines is a senior. He played last week in that quarterfinals win against South Fremont as well. So he's getting some very valuable playoff experience at the quarterback position. This is a Homedale school that not only is expecting and hoping to win a state championship this year, they're hoping to get right back there next year. Because there's a ton of youth. We talked about it on the offensive line a little bit. A lot of sophomores, some freshmen on this roster. This is a program that's built to be at this stage for a while.
Yeah, Sotelo, he takes the run left side and picks up maybe a yard, and he's also a sophomore. And Sotelo, he is one of the leading rushers here on the season for Homedale. I mean, he picked up 226 yards on the season, 5.7 yards per carry, averaging 25 a game. Just hasn't been used as much when you got Trenton Fisher in there. So second down, they're going to wait for the signal from the back judge as we hit the 2-minute mark. And there is the clock count. And the handoff goes to the right side and nowhere to run. That time for number 24, Cade Hall. Hall's just a freshman in there.
Tackle in the backfield there.
6 foot, 175-pound freshman, getting some reps here at the state semifinals, 150 and counting.
Timeout taken by the Wolverines.
And Weiser will use one of their timeouts, so they might still get the ball back. I spoke too soon, as now it's 3rd and 11, and a first down should end it, but only one more timeout after this one for Weiser.
Boy, did this game just fly by?
It did.
What?
What time
We're
is it?
under 2 hours right now.
Yeah, 2:58 local time.
O'clock, and it's 3 o'clock right now. This game flew by. I did a 5A semifinal last night, Rocky and Rigby, and that game was over 3 hours. I mean, our broadcast, I think, was pushing 3.5 hours for that one last night. A great game between those two schools. Rigby back in the 5A state championship now for the 4th year in a row. If they do pair the 3A state championship on Saturday, we suspect, again, don't know, suspect that that's going to be paired with a 5A doubleheader.
Yeah, and that would be, if that is the case, this flag flies here, that would be worth the price of admission, right? If you could come in and take in a potential Homedale Sugar-Salem state championship, followed up by a Rigby Meridian state championship, that would definitely be worth it. I would expect to see a lot of butts in the seats next week, so to say, at Albertson Stadium for both of those games. I would think people will stick around and watch both.
Yeah, I would think so as well. They run up the middle here with no game, but Meridian, the story with Meridian this year is the defense. Their defense is giving up less than a touchdown a game.
Right.
They're giving up like 6.5 a game. That defense is tough. They have a lot of Division I recruits on that defense, but here's the thing for Rigby. I was telling you this off air. I think Rigby has the best quarterback in the state of Idaho.
Right.
Luke Flowers is an
Good.
absolute gunslinger. He can throw the ball all over the yard, and I don't think Meridian has seen a quarterback like him yet this year. And granted, they play in the SIC. 5A SIC is a tough conference. A lot of good athletes in that conference. I'm telling you, they have not seen a quarterback like Luke Flowers.
And I mean, like Tegan Sweeney from Rocky Mountain is probably the best true quarterback in the SIC, but there is not
toe with them last night,
there's not another. There's not a highly recruited quarterback right now in the SIC.
Yep.
And Flowers, he's a senior, right?
He's getting Pac-12 looks.
And he's going to get looks, and he stepped in for Tiger Adolfo, who was a senior last year. He gets his one opportunity as a senior, and he gets offers, and Adolfo's committed to Weber State. And you know what? They just crank out D1 quarterbacks there at Rigby.
They do, yep.
And here's the punt. It's going to roll down to the 30-yard line where it stops right here in front of us. And with 1:35 to go, Weiser maybe a couple more shots at it here to put something on the board, but it'll probably be all for naught. 95 seconds on the clock. 35-7, Homedale with the lead and more than likely heading on to the state championship next week.
Yeah, it's got to feel good to get back to that stage in your Homedale. This has been one of the top teams in the 3A class all year, them along with Sugar. Homedale and Sugar have been the top two teams in 3A practically the whole year.
Yes, they have. They've been 1 and 2 and have not changed at all.
Right.
And here's the snap. Ender is going to look to throw deep left side. He's got a receiver, and he catches it. No, it comes out. Incomplete.
Ender's pass falls incomplete.
Braden Walker almost had it. I think he did have it, but when he came down, it bounced off the ground incomplete.
Yeah, kind of going back to what we were just talking about with the Sugar Homedale 1-2 the whole year. That's the benefit of the max prep rankings.
Right.
And in years past where you have the predetermined bracket, you might have got a Sugar Homedale semifinal.
Right. Quarterfinal even.
Sure.
Sometimes
Right.
that's how it would shake up. And, there's a lot of grumblings about it in some cases, but I think at the end of the day, it has worked out. When you get to the semifinals, I feel like it has been effective in that regard.
Yep, I totally agree. And you're probably going to get the top two teams in 3A playing for the 3A title, which is the way it should be.
And Ender's looking to throw. He's actually going to keep it himself. He's got room to run. He's got the first down and more. He's across midfield, and he's got more. He's down to the 30-yard line, all the way inside the 30 to the 27. So a heck of a long run by Enders there. And now Weiser with their best offensive play of the day right there, in the first time they've been in Homedale territory all second half.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't realize that until you pointed it out, but that goes to show you how good this Homedale defense has been, right?
I don't even know if they picked up a first down. When you think about it, maybe
probably count
one
on
or two.
Yeah.
First downs, I'm not tracking that here. Again, it is cold and we're outside, so we don't have.
So that means we're not writing things down.
We don't have everything that you might have at a college type broadcast. Ender's going to take the shotgun snap again, and he wants left side. He had a man open, but he keeps it himself. Man, he had Brock Spencer streaking on the wheel route on the left side, wide open.
Yeah, if he, I don't know, maybe he just didn't see him or what it was there, but he gets that one off cleanly. That's probably a touchdown for Weiser.
Yeah, I mean, Spencer, I think, would have walked in easily left side. 20 seconds and counting. Enders again in the shotgun. Insane play almost. They do the short screen to Youngberg, and Youngberg's going to be brought down.
Pass complete to number 20, Youngberg.
And that will probably do it. 6 seconds on the clock. Weiser hurrying up. They want to get one more play off, and they're not going to get it. That will do it. The clock strikes 0, and Weiser has fallen to Homedale. The Trojans move on to the state championship with a 35-7 victory over Weiser. We're going to step away for a quick break and be back with the IdahoSports.com player of the game. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I know a little something about myths. Like the myth that speeding isn't dangerous. Oh, and that myth you can tailgate at a safe distance. Or that you could safely weave in and out of traffic. Don't be fooled by myths. You'll get yourself into a hairy situation. Stay focused on the road. Be a legend like me. Have you heard the one about Charlie over at Pay Lake?
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho.
Health yeah!
Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
Dear gas prices, go take a hike. Toyota is the #1 retail brand for electrified vehicles for 22 years. Think you can stand in my way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. it was a very wise choice.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Hello?
I was in an accident.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I had my seatbelt on.
And welcome back, everybody, as they award the third place trophy right now to Weiser. Again, all that's left for us to do is name our IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department, and it's pretty easy. I mean, there was almost no discussion about it. That one's going to go to number 21, the running back for Homedale, Trenton Fisher.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns on the day for Fisher
folks,
and a fumble recovery. So getting it done on both sides of the ball. When you score 4 of the 5 touchdowns, there's no contest. There's no discussion. You're the IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department. Fisher was good all afternoon on the ground, defensively as well with that fumble recovery. A big, big reason that the Trojans are going on to the state championship game.
So that'll do it here from Homedale again as the Trojans punch their ticket to their 4th state championship game in the past 5 years. The opponent to be determined, but like we said, very good chance that is the Sugar Salem Diggers, who have been a common foe for both of these teams. Hey, this has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2022 Idaho High School Football Playoffs. Tournament coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, the Idaho Transportation Department, and also brought to you in part by Valleywide Cooperative and your local Toyota dealer. Special thanks to everybody here at Homedale for their hospitality and helping us get this game brought to you at home. Congrats again to our IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department, Trenton Fisher. Thanks again as Homedale defeats Weiser 35-7 for my broadcast partner, Lucas Gebhardt, and everybody else behind the scenes here at IdahoSports.com. I'm Logan Green. We'll see you next week.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com.